Hey, what's going on? It's Adam West from the Bite Me Podcast. Thanks for checking out this week's episode. Really quick, just want to give you a heads up. I'm going in after we've already recorded this week's show to give you the option of going to our website right now, bitemepodcast.com. Click on into our coverage of E3, specifically all the game trailers and game announcements, because we're going to go over just about every game that came out of E3 this year. And we have trailers for all of those up on our website. And that way, when we get to that portion of the show, you can kind of start to follow along with us as we go through the games and see them as we talk about them. Hopefully, Cliff got them up in the order we talk about them. So cross your fingers on that. So go to bitemepodcast.com, B-Y-T-E-me podcast.com. Follow along with us as we go over all these pretty freaking sweet games that came out of E3 this year. And as always, thank you for listening.
Okay. Before that,
and this podcast is not going down that road. Welcome to the Bite Me Podcast, episode 82. What have we been playing this week?
We've
been watching E3.
Yeah.
That's what
we
we've
have
been
a
playing.
lot to talk about.
Yeah. My name is Adam West.
I am Cliff Johnson.
The Dylan.
Okay.
We should take a minute and wish Adam a happy birthday.
Happy birthday to
Okay.
Adam.
Yeah,
you
that's
don't have to sing.
That's
That's
the end
fine.
of the song.
We weren't going to.
It's
Yay,
actually
thank you.
It's a one-verse song. It's like Happy Birthday Modern.
Oh, I like that.
Is it like a haiku?
It's like a
Very
haiku.
short.
Gesundheit.
Thank you. Okay, so we've got a lot to talk about this week because a little thing happened and is currently still happening while we
E-cubed?
record called E3, Electronic Entertainment Expo.
Ooh, very good.
Look at me and
E
my
to the
words.
third power.
Right? So we've got a lot to go over. I'm not going to tease what we're talking about because
I don't think we should talk
It's
about any of
all
that. Let's
E3.
just do games.
let's what?
Let's just do games.
Okay, let's do games.
We got a lot of stuff to talk about. We haven't been playing anything.
I have.
I know.
think
We'll
Cliff-
talk about that next week.
Can Cliff take 1 second to...
Oh, yeah.
This is important.
Yeah,
think?
so I played Bloodborne for 45 minutes last night, and Dylan was right in everything he's ever said about it. It is
Which is?
maybe the worst game I've
It
ever
is
played.
completely bogus.
It's horrible.
And a piece of garbage.
But why do people love it?
I don't know.
We're both now really curious.
Yeah, it's
Like-
it doesn't look great.
Pretty
the
much
combat
unplayable.
in it is horrible. The design of it is super copy and paste. Like you can tell where they just took this asset and then just took it over here and flipped it. And
But people love this game.
yeah,
People also are masochists.
I think that kind of is. I mean,
true. It's
literally. So I got kind of into it, and I killed all these guys, and I killed all these other guys, and then we get to this guy, and he killed me one shot, just cut my head right off.
So
And
it's
they're
realistic.
like, oh, so
And
go
they're like,
back
okay, start at
8
the beginning.
minutes. I'm like, but what? Oh, and
I
all
already
those
killed
guys are
those
alive
6
again?
guys that were easy.
No.
Why I have to do this again?
It's one of those.
Oh, the checkpointing's
Oh, I don't
just
like that.
Absolutely terrible.
It's real bad. And I mean, I understand why it's designed that way. It's designed to be hard. It's designed to be grueling. But
at what
But
point
that's
you say-
artificial hardness.
and it's not my kind of game.
Like, just make me refight the big baddie. Like, I don't want to fight the little shrimp guys. Like,
Yeah.
let me
Okay.
fight. Yeah.
Understood.
Anyway,
Understood.
someone has a good argument for why Bloodborne is good and or fun. Please let us know. I don't want any yeah buts.
Yeah,
So if I say that the controls are bad and you say yeah but, then it's a bad
Then, yeah,
argument.
you don't get
Please
stuck.
start over.
I have to assume that it's just people that like extreme challenge.
Right.
And that's just not me. I don't want to keep playing the same thing over
So
and
you're
over
excited
and over
for the
again.
sequel?
Yeah, sure.
It's possible they could fix it though. Like I will give it a chance to say, oh, these controls worked this time. Maybe it's playable.
I think
don't
that's
know.
kind of their. I mean, Dark Souls is the same way. I think that's just kind of their thing. The UI in it's terrible too.
Right.
It's
But
really
see,
bad.
There's 3 simple things: better controls, better just general design. Like I don't want to fight the 8 normal guys before the big guy over and over and over again. If
Right.
the big guy's hard, like that's just bad design. And then the third thing would be, the user interface is just
Is
it
bad.
was god awful.
Yeah, it's real
so if they fix those 3 things, I would try it again. I might throw the controller down after 45 minutes and never play it again, but I would
But at
I would
least you
try
tried
it.
Yeah,
At least you tried it.
Yeah.
That's fair.
it's not good.
Well, now that we've gotten that out of the way, the most important thing of all time.
Exactly.
Let's get to this. E3 is happening. Lots of conferences happening and happened. I can't talk.
Many things have happened and are happening.
I will just go ahead and remind you, since you know, but they don't, I was out till 2 a.m. last night.
Yeah.
And I'm actually doing really well.
Like an adult.
You're doing pretty well.
I've
been here since 7, so.
I was up at 6:30.
Ugh.
Fine.
I
got up at
5.
6. God, we're old.
Yeah, I'm not.
No, you're not. You're super young.
And I'm
As
the
the
oldest in
oldest
the room.
person
That's
here,
the thing.
you are, yeah.
Yeah.
Way younger than I am.
Am I older? Am I not old? Or am I young? Not
Young-
old?
you're
same
young
thing?
at heart.
Or am I immature?
Both.
Okay. I'm a 41-year-old who plays video games and talks about them and burps.
Yeah, my grandma plays video games, so.
Oh, really? That's kind of cool.
My grandpa did too, until he died.
Well, I mean, that would probably put a stop to your game playing.
Rip.
Played until the end.
Sorry, R.I.P.
Nah. But into his
You don't
probably
get that extra life in real life.
I want that.
Into his late
IRL.
60s. Yeah.
One up IRL.
Yep.
Yeah. I guess some people do.
So, how do we want to do this? There are a lot of games to talk about. Should we just start at the top and
Start
go?
at the top and go.
All right.
Some things we'll probably talk very little about, and some things we'll probably talk more about.
Yeah, let's get into it. The first conference that kicked everything off on Saturday was the EA conference, and a lot of people were kind of like, yay, and a lot more people were like, well, that was boring. So
It was okay. I was not super impressed.
I've not watched a lot of the conferences or the presentations as they happen. I
Sure.
went back and watched the trailers and stuff for a lot of stuff, or at
watched-
least the things I was
I
interested
watched
in.
all of the conferences except the PC Gamer show. So
Which I thought you were kind of...
I just didn't have
So
time.
good.
I had strategic planning all week, which that's the exciting life I live.
That's always fun. Said nobody ever.
Yeah, and PTA meetings. So
Oh, God.
so I did not have time to watch them in real
Went from
life.
bad to worse.
Right? Yeah.
All right, let's start it off. Battlefield 5. It's been not just announced, but we've got a trailer for it and everything.
Yeah, this is kind of old news. We've been talking about this for a while. Probably the biggest thing about it is that it does have female protagonists in it, and people are mad about it. And
gamer bros can just shut
literally,
up.
the dude from EA yesterday was like, "This is the future. You can either buy our game or don't." And I don't care. So EA, I will shout out to that dude. I don't remember who it was. Soderbergh, I think. So yeah, it's good stuff.
Cool.
Is Battlefield 5 taking off like in the direction after Battlefield 4 then? Is it like a modern game?
It's World War II.
Okay.
Was there a Battlefield 4?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, see,
This I think is actually,
they-
I wrote down Battlefield 5, but I think this is actually called Battlefield V,
Okay.
I think. So,
but it's 5.
but I don't think it's actually a Roman numeral. I think it's actually a V. I don't know. Who knows?
what?
I'm not sure. It could
Vendetta,
be. It could be
duh.
V. It could be 5. Whatever.
Oh.
It's the new Battlefield game.
It could be Battlefield Vagina.
It could be. It could be.
That's a different game.
Why is it every time we go to one of the kids, we're like, oh no, we have a super kids friendly thing, and then Adam breaks that out.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Okay.
it looks good.
I used a clinical term.
That is very true.
And a very non...
I can use some clinical terms.
You can, but I know...
Please don't.
No.
Yeah, no, it looks good. It's going to have like a multiplayer mode. Well, it's got a single player. I mean, obviously it has multiplayer. Obviously
Well, yeah.
it has multiplayer.
And
But
there's a Battle Royale mode, right?
There is a Battle Royale mode. And it is also going to have, you know how Battlefield 1 had the single player like vignette missions? It's going to have those, but you can play them co-op too.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, that should be cool. I'm excited to
One of
try
my
it out.
favorite tweets that I saw as everything kicked off on Saturday was, and 18 minutes in, we have our first Battle Royale mode announcement.
Oh, geez.
Like 18 minutes into everything, boom.
I will admit there was a lot less of them than I thought there would be. I literally thought every game was going to have some sort of Battle Royale
I'm pretty
mode.
sure that they are, but I'm
They just
pretty
haven't
sure
announced them yet.
also that
Yeah.
like everybody
Maybe
knows
they're
that.
saving it because they know it's going to fall off at some point if they're
Yeah.
smart.
Could
They're
be.
like, it'll
Yeah.
be a thing, maybe.
I think the good ones will rise to the top and the bad ones won't.
Yeah, and that's
So-
Fortnite.
October 19th is the set release date for Battlefield V/5, and it's going to be on the Xbox, PS4, and PC.
Yay.
Also, FIFA 19 was announced. Shocker.
Yeah, it looks cool. They're adding Champions League play, which is cool. If you're into soccer, Champions League is neat.
You're a soccer watcher.
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited. I play all of them. I don't ever buy them, but when they hit EA Access, I play all of them. So
Nice.
they're fun.
That's coming out September 28th. Unravel 2 is available now.
It is available now.
What?
Yeah, they announced it at the show. It's cool. It's got co-op too.
Yeah, PC, PS4, and Xbox. No Switch.
Yeah, which is kind of strange,
Right?
Although EA's kind of
They're still testing the
they're
Switch
kind
waters.
of testing Switch, and unfortunately, their big test for the Switch was FIFA 2018, which was
And
dumb.
they've got
So-
FIFA 2019.
I
Yeah,
think
it's
a
coming
very
out on the
good
Switch.
Test game.
Yeah.
For,
Unravel 2 looks awesome, though. If you remember, you play as Yarny, that little yarn.
I not played it.
It's really fun. It's in UVA Access,
bit.
right? It's free in there. You should play it. It's just you solve puzzles with this yarn guy, but the new one's interesting because you can either play it co-op and you play as two yarn guys, but they're tied together.
Okay, that's fun.
And it's really fun. So then you have to play together to solve the puzzles as you're tied together.
All I hear happening is me and Kevin fighting like Overcooked.
I imagine.
Yep.
But if you play it single player, then you can actually like pick up your other Yarny and run.
Awesome.
And then you control both of them to solve those puzzles. So it works both ways. Works out pretty well. So
do you know what I love most about that? Is it gives you a reason to have to stay on the same screen.
Exactly.
Like, I think that's the coolest thing when games they somehow write into the game some reason that exists. Like, you're always on the same screen because you're literally tied together. That's so cool.
IGN has already reviewed it. They gave it an 8.5.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's good.
Good job.
It's good.
Coming early 2019 on PC, PS4, and Xbox is Sea of Solitude.
This looks cool. So it's the latest entry in, so both Unravel and what was the last EA game that came out, their kind of indie, I can't remember the name of it. That's going to bug me. Anyways, this is like their indie Kickstarter-y kind of incubator thing. It was the 2-player game, the jailbreak one.
A Way Out?
I think it was A Way Out. Where EA doesn't actually make money from these games. They just act as like a publisher and a
almost
push
like a support
for support for them. And it's their way of, I think, kind of giving back to that indie community. And Sea of Solitude is the latest in that. It looks really, really interesting. Go watch the trailer because the trailer is going to tell you way more about it than I would. But it looks really artsy and really interesting.
Yeah, the art style is very similar from what I see to Rime.
Yeah,
almost.
And it looks kind of like
cel-shaded.
Yeah, a person dealing with, it looks like a lot of internal struggle in this kind of post-apocalyptic flooded world. It looks really interesting.
I'm really digging the thematic elements that they're going with, like with Hellblade and Celeste, and now with Sea of Solitude.
Yep.
And there's a bunch of other games too.
Just that kind of indie art these days is really interesting. People are doing some really cool stuff. I agree. That looks neat. That'll be a buy for me.
It looks neat.
It looks neat.
Oh.
That's what I say.
Neato.
And coming out within 1 month of each other, between September or around a month apart in September and August, is NBA Live 19 and Madden NFL 19.
Yay, sports ball.
Yay, I don't play sports ball.
Yeah, I don't play either of those. So.
Do you?
I mean, like, I played those kind of games in college because people would play them. Yeah. It's like they're fun to play with people, but I don't see myself ever sitting down and playing through. I used to a little bit when it was like the first time I ever played a sports game. I was like, oh, this is a lot of fun. And then, but to do the same thing every year, I can't.
I watch a streamer, Purple Swordfish, who does a lot of Madden, and it's fun to watch. I'm sure it'd be fun to play, but I don't think I'd ever be playing enough to be good at it. Right. So I'd never be able to play that online. I'd just get spanked over and over again, and I don't have anyone to play it with. So
that's kind of how I feel. Is like it's fun to play with people, but if those people know this game way better than me, the learning curve is just too much. I'm too late to that game.
I mean, the reality is I don't really like. I can watch a football game and go like, oh, I understand the rules of football, but I don't understand the strategy of football.
Right.
So. Anywho.
Yeah. I mean, I actually understand football way more than I should, mainly because I ran football games when I was coming up in radio. And I would listen to the play-by-play and color commentary, so, like, I can follow along, and I can look, and I can be like, oh, I know what he did wrong, that's wrong, and I know what they're... Yeah, so I can follow it. I don't want to play that crap.
There's a lot of other games I'd rather play than Madden. So, but hey, the people that like it, you do you.
Coming to mobile at some point this year is Command & Conquer Rivals, which evidently is just getting raked across the coals by people who have been playing it already.
It does not look good.
Oh, yeah,
they did a big, like, we're going to put these two, like, one was a super RTS player and the other was I don't remember what the other guys' credentials were, but we're going to put them together on stage, and they made this big deal. It had an announcer, and I'm like, this is the most boring thing I've ever seen. It did not look good. It looked really, 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 really simple. The field of play is tiny.
Well, it's on your phone.
It did not look good. Did not look good.
And what really bugs me is that they can get Fortnite to run on your phone pretty freaking flawlessly.
Well, and this wasn't...
Which is not... But Fortnite, I'm sorry, was never meant to be played on a phone. Somehow, though, they made it work, and it works well.
And an RTS can't work,
Oh, really?
I think everyone's just disappointed that they didn't bring out a Command and Conquer for the PC. Like, there's a real place for that right now, and they didn't. So,
coming in February of 2018, really? How about 2019?
Oh, sorry.
It's the one that everybody... I'm really excited for. It's called Anthem.
Yeah, February 22nd is like the day to watch for like 12 different releases. So that could be interesting. There's a lot coming out on February 22nd. Anthem looks great.
It does.
But Dylan's scratching himself. The weird thing about Anthem, though, is watching the presentation of it, they're like, and we're doing this thing where it's a multiplayer game in a shared universe, and then you go back to the base and it's a single player experience. I'm like, and they're making this like never been. I'm like, that's just Destiny. Which is fine.
But
like,
when you go back to the base in Destiny, it's not necessarily a single player experience because you're there with a bunch of other people.
But I mean, it's effectively like you can't really interact with them. You know, it's not.
True.
I don't know. They were making this big deal out of like a shared experience world and then a single player. I'm like, well, whatever. I'm 100%, 200%.
I'm on board with it.
Okay, with this being Destiny made by BioWare.
Yep.
Like, if that's all this game is, great. And you get an Iron Man suit.
Yep.
Apparently 4 different Iron Man suits. They're called Javelins.
Yeah.
Yeah, and each one of them has, like, different loadouts. You can be, like, a Ranger Javelin or a Heavy Javelin. I think it's going to be a cool game. I'm super excited about it. It looks amazing. All the reviews of people playing it at E3 right now say it plays amazing. Like, the flying feels great. So, this game... If it's 100% just BioWare does Destiny, great. That's all I want.
I'm into it.
Yep, same.
And that's PC, PS4, and Xbox. Not on the Switch? Duh. I don't think Switch can handle it.
There's actually not. I was actually really surprised at how few games released that were pimped by other developers and other conferences were Switch capable. There's not a ton of things coming out for the Switch until you get to the Switch conference, and then there's a bunch.
Yeah.
So.
It's almost like the big games aren't necessarily going to Switch.
Yeah.
But they've got a ton of stuff.
Oh, there's
a
bajillion games coming out for Switch. It's just not the big releases.
Seriously. All right. Up next was Microsoft. And to kick things off, let's talk about Halo Infinite a little bit. No release date. And are we sure, is this going to be a straight ahead first person shooter kind of?
It looks to be Halo 6.
Okay.
But I mean, it was a very light montage, graphics helmet. So
right.
I think we should also say too, like the Microsoft conference was awesome.
See, and like I said, I didn't watch the conference. I've just watched.
It was so good. It was exactly what I want from a conference. It was Phil Spencer came out and like, I'm Phil Spencer. We are at Microsoft. Microsoft's cool. And then just like, bam, 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 game after game after game after game after game.
Well, I was surprised that the amount of big like titles, like recognizable titles that they got out in front of everybody first.
100%. I'm shocked.
But they're not exclusives.
No.
So obviously Halo Infinite's going to be exclusive Xbox PC. Gears of War 5 is coming 2019. Nobody is shocked by that, I'm sure.
But what they are shocked about is you do not play as Marcus Phoenix. You don't play as whoever's been the main guy in 3 and 4. You play as one of the female characters that's been in this game. So this will be the first Gears of War game with a female protagonist.
Ooh, people are going to get mad.
Yeah, maybe. I don't
really
know.
care.
Yeah, it looks cool, though. God, the trailer looks great. I don't remember what her name is, but Kate, I want to say. And it looks...
I didn't catch her name, but I mean...
I swear that's what it was. I could be wrong.
Are you going to play this game, Dylan? Her name's
game?
Kate.
I could be wrong, though. Like, don't quote me on that.
Just saying.
Anyway,
very exotic.
It's very exotic. Very exotic. It looks really good, though. It looks like a really interesting, her and this other guy kind of go off into their own thing. I wish I'd played more Gears so I could talk more intelligently about it, but I've only played the first one. So,
are you playing the Ultimate Edition on Game Pass?
Vinny and I are going to play through them.
Do it, because the Ultimate Edition on Game Pass is amazing.
Yeah, it's real good. Excited about that, though.
It's so good. Okay. So, also Gears Pop.
Yeah, this looks goofy.
I didn't know what that was. I just clicked on the trailer. So Gears Pop is what? It's a Gears of War kind of game
with the little
Funko
pop dudes.
Pop characters.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
It's a literal partnership between them, which I'm sure is going to get just dragged because for some reason
it's a mobile game.
People hate. Oh, really?
Yep. This is a mobile game, and it's coming in 2019 on Android and iOS.
Oh, very cool. People hate Pops.
Why?
I don't know. they have a really, I think the thing is I think people hate how, and don't get me wrong, I mean, millions and millions and millions of people love them. There's a pop store up a couple hours north of us, and even still sometimes there's a wait to get in. So people like pops, but I think like serious people dislike them because they're so commercial and they're so $12. I'm going to get a collectible statue. I want my $300.
Yeah, that's absolutely silly.
And it's real dumb. I love pops.
Pops are silly, you think?
No, those people. Like,
I'm just always surprised at how many people talk crap about pops. I think they're super fun.
It's not Pop's fault that Pops exploded.
Right.
I remember seeing
it's kind of their fault. They made a very marketable product.
These things, they're cute, and then all of a sudden, boom, Pops. And of course, the people I think that like Pops greatly outweigh the people who are snobby about Pops. So.
I just love that I can get a pop for literally any pop culture thing. I mean, anything. Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't have a ton of them. I've got maybe, between me and my wife, we probably have like 20, but my brother has well over 100.
Oh, yeah. So, Kevin's cousins probably have 100, 200 of them.
Yeah. I think they're great. I think they're super fun. It's such a kick to go look at them. So
it's fun to have the same style of collectible across so many universes and everything. So they have a uniformity on your shelf, but you can literally have everything that you like on the same shelf, and it looks.
They all look
together.
They look like they belong together, even though they're completely different.
Yeah, Funko is based out of Everett, which is about an hour north of us. So if you're ever in Seattle, you can drive an hour north and go to the Funko store, and it is really, really cool.
We should let you know that it's not actually like an hour. But it's an hour with traffic.
Exactly.
Seattle traffic's terrible.
Yeah. Probably an hour and a half with traffic.
Right. Gears Tactics was also announced. That's coming to Xbox PC. Don't have a release date on that, so another tactics.
Yeah, it looks cool.
Game.
It's like XCOM, but with Gears characters. They showed a little teeny bit of it. It's that game. I would guess this is maybe a 2020 release, maybe late 2019. It looks super fun. It makes me want to play more tactics games. I keep seeing this. I keep seeing XCOM. I keep seeing BattleTech. And I'm like, I need to play
Mario's plus Rabbids.
I played it and it was okay.
Fun little time suck.
Yeah. So I need to get into one of them though and really like dig in and really and try it until I either can say like, no, this just isn't for me, or until I figure out that it is. So
right. CD Projekt Red, correct? Is that who is developing this next one's coming to PC, PS4, and Xbox next year for my birthday? It's called Cyberpunk 2077. It looks amazing.
It looks amazing. And so if you didn't watch the conference, you should go watch the very end of it, because Phil Spencer comes up and be like, okay, thanks for coming out to Xbox. This is great. Thank you. And then like all the lights dim and it looks like all the screens are being hacked.
Yeah.
And then the Cyberpunk stuff comes up and it was like, wow, how did Xbox get Cyberpunk 2077, which is arguably probably going to be one of the biggest games of whatever year it comes out, probably next year.
Says next year, cross your fingers.
Maybe.
That'd be great.
Like, how did they get that? That is huge, and it looks awesome.
Right. Well, they got that, and they also got the next one, The Division 2.
Right?
Which, The Division 2... I cannot wait to get back in. I pre-registered for the beta today.
Same, me too.
We've got the link up on our Facebook page. Thank you for putting that in there, by the way, because I was like, look what I did. I'm not going to tell anybody how to do it, but I did it.
Yeah, if you go to our Facebook page, you can get that link.
But yeah, it looks really good. It's set in Washington, D.C., and it's more of The Division, which is perfectly fine.
I watched that and I'm like, oh my God. Because I loved the first Division, but I didn't play a ton of it. Like, I didn't bounce off of it, but I just kind of started playing other things.
I probably sunk close to 200 hours into it.
Me and my brother were playing Destiny and the Division at the same time. And so we kind of go back and forth between them. And I think that Destiny might have been the better game. But they were almost, I don't want to say apples and oranges, but hard to compare, but I liked Destiny better.
Well, because you've got a space-based shooter with all these crazy wackadoodle guns and aliens and stuff, and then you've got this other set in the real world kind of thing with some bullet spongy, NPCs.
And there were things I didn't like about the Division.
That was my only criticism of that game. I hated shooting a boss
a million times
in the flesh.
I hated how bullet spongy it was. And I thought it was a little bit systems heavy, and didn't do a very good job of explaining the systems.
Yeah. Because that was the thing. After about 100 hours into it, I'm like, oh, I think I'm finally understanding how these systems work. Yeah. And I'm like, wow, I'm really crazy powerful if I just know where to, what things to stick into which socket
exactly.
and blah, blah, blah.
And I didn't think it did a very good job of explaining that. And I disliked the fact that game was 100% a cover-based shooter that they then introduced flamethrowers into, which made cover-based shooting not work, which I thought was kind of dumb. But I loved shooting dudes with flamethrowers in their flamethrower pack. That was awesome.
Kaboom!
But this looked great, and I think one of my favorite parts about it was when they're fighting the kind of, in the preview for it, they're fighting kind of a bigger baddie. He's armored, you can tell. And the guy very purposely aims at his knee with a shotgun, and it very purposefully does location-based damage to that guy, and he goes down when they shoot him on one knee. So he literally takes a knee after they shoot him there, and that's what they're able to do. It looks really good. And they did not play it during the Microsoft conference. Go watch the Ubisoft conference, and they show, and it's not gameplay. It's just a trailer.
Which
but that trailer
cool.
is good. Like, I mean, there's a couple scenes in that you'll kind of like catch your breath. It's good.
Yeah. Also, kind of surprising, but people were hoping for it and they got it, was Devil May Cry 5. And that is coming to PC, PS4, and Xbox, hopefully spring of next year. It is a direct sequel to Devil May Cry 4, which is a fantastic game.
I've heard that. I've never played any of those.
They are so good. They're one of my favorite, like, right behind God of War. They're my favorite button mashy hack and slash combo.
And that's what it is. I was just going to ask. I don't know what kind of game it even is.
That's exactly what it is. So it's probably not your kind of game by any means.
Yeah, I could try it. I own DMC. DMC
is the Ninja Theory take on Devil May Cry.
Oh, so it's not the same thing.
It's the same characters, but it's almost like a retelling of the same story, just in a different setting, and it's a retelling of where Dante comes from and how it all comes together in Limbo and all this other stuff.
Oh, interesting.
It's real weird. But it's real good.
Speaking of Ninja Theory, should we take a brief break and talk about Microsoft and all the different companies they purchased? One of them, which was Ninja Theory.
They purchased Ninja Theory? Oh, crap.
So Microsoft, in the middle of their conference, just came out and were like, holy crap. So we bought a bunch of game developers. And they bought Playground Games, which is the people that make Forza. They bought Undead Labs, which is the team that makes State of Decay. They bought Ninja Theory, which makes DMC and Senua's Sacrifice.
And
they bought Compulsion Games, which I don't remember what they make. But they bought them. And they also, We Happy Few. That's the company that makes We Happy Few.
Okay.
And they also just founded a new game company that they are going to be calling The Initiative. So just like that, Xbox first party games got 5 new studios.
Ninja Theory?
Ninja Theory.
What? Because they make fantastic games.
And they make very PlayStation style games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So big announcement there.
So, well, now they've got that. That's crazy. Back to Devil May Cry 5 real quick. A lot of people are yelling about how Dante now looks compared to the Dante in DMC, because when they rebooted that series, when Ninja Theory did it, like, Dante's very emo punk, like, badassery kind of dude, and he lost a lot of his gothic kind of styling, and it almost looks like they took that character model from Ninja Theory and Capcom put him in a gothic outfit.
Interesting.
So they're saying it's not a sequel to DMC, but to me it looks like a sequel to DMC.
Yeah, it looked cool. The gameplay definitely looks cool.
Oh, I'm excited for it.
Nice.
And they're notoriously difficult. Like DMC I thought was way more accessible to people because it didn't have that crazy ramp up in difficulty.
Sure.
Because Devil May Cry, it's like, hey, here are your controls, and now everything's difficult.
Yeah.
Even on easy mode. All right. Up next, Sekiro. Shadows Die Twice. Sekiro?
I think it's Sekiro.
Sure. Shadows Die Twice. That's coming in 2019. I've heard about this, but I don't know anything about it.
It's a new game from Software, which are the people that make Bloodborne.
Is this the one that had that trailer with that bloody thing?
No.
Okay.
This is the ninja fighting one where the 2 ninjas are fighting with swords. It looks good.
Oh yeah.
But it's a From Software game. I don't think it's gonna be my jam. So
I don't want to.
It looks gorgeous. It looks absolutely gorgeous. The combat looks really good.
No.
If I could get it, it's a game I won't buy, but if I can try, I wouldn't mind trying it just because the combat looks really good. So we'll see.
Up next, Just Cause 4. That was kind of a weird little leak before E3. Was it like an accidental kind of thing?
So.
And everybody's like, well, we might as well talk about it now. Yeah. And then they talked about it at the Microsoft conference. That's coming December of this year. PC, PS4, and Xbox. Never played a Just Cause game, but they look like fun.
They look like so much fun. And
crazy fun.
And that's what I've heard about them is it's just like, if you want, it's like Far Cry with more insanity.
Yeah, like the first one, the map was, for that time, and I think probably still is absolutely ginormous. Like, I never saw the whole map by any means when I played it. I played it quite a bit. Didn't play the second one as much because it was more of the same thing, which is like, now I see Just Cause 4, I'm like, hey, maybe I should give that a try again because I'm, again, removed from it. Like, I don't need to play all 4 iterations of the game, but it's like the game where you can like grappling hook to a moving car and then deploy your parachute and launch yourself into the air and then land on this other vehicle over here, like dive on this other vehicle and take it over and then jump from this vehicle and then shoot people while on top of the vehicle and then jump to the vehicle next to you. Like, that's the kind of stuff you can do in this game. Yeah.
It looks cool.
I would like to do that.
I've tried Just Cause 3, and I played it for like 10 minutes, and I was like, I ran out of ammo real fast and couldn't figure out what I was supposed to do. So I want to give this a try. It looks really fun. And December's a great time for a game to come out.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Dying Light 2, PC, PS4, and Xbox. No release date set on that, and didn't play the first one.
I did not either.
No?
It's really fun. It's a really fun game. It's a light RPG first-person shooter survival game.
Okay, is this a zombie one?
I think it's
a zombie.
I know the original one. Yeah.
It's like Dead Island. It's I believe from the same people that did Dead Island.
This one looks interesting too because a lot of it's very choice based apparently. So decisions you make in game are going to have massive effects on both the world and who you play with. And so like they kind of gave an example, like, you know, you got this quest, and so by doing this quest, you have either the choice to like do it or not do it. And by doing it, you may get all these resources that will help your kind of enclave, but because now your enclave has all these resources, it's going to bring in raiders. You're a target. And if you help this people do it, like, hey, all of a sudden you have more food, more stuff, but you're also kind of under the thumb of these evil gangsters. And so it seemed very choice-based. It looks interesting. And they showed that how decisions you make actually change how the game itself looks versus, you know, so your city could be very cool and prosperous and there's plants everywhere, or it could be a bombed out shell. Or, you know.
That's cool. The other two things about Dying Light are, parkour. I don't know if they're keeping that with this one, but there was a focus on parkour. So you're able to
it looked
traverse
like
the terrain in a free running style like Mirror's Edge. And then a lot of it revolves around the day-night cycle. So during the day, it's safe to scavenge, less encounters. Nighttime, you're encountering more infected, but also like the more vicious, fast ones that are going to chase you, but you'll also get more experience.
And that's what this said. It's the same thing.
So you get to choose how you want to tackle certain things and when to do them, or don't get caught out at night, like you get back to your base by nighttime kind of thing. So that's really fun.
That's way cool. We actually skipped one too. Can we pull back a little bit?
Forza?
Forza Horizon 4.
Okay.
Which looks like...
It's a Forza game.
I don't know how they... Like, I don't care about racing games at all.
How do they make it prettier every time?
Every single year. And every time they do it, I'm like, dude, I could play it. I own Forza Horizon 3. I don't even know why.
Because it's pretty.
God, it's so pretty. This one looks amazing. It's going to be a Game Pass game, so you'll get it for free if you have Game Pass. And it looks gorgeous. It's set in England. They're going to have season cycles. So there's a definitive like spring, summer, fall, winter, and it changes like even where you can drive. Like they show that, you know, this is a lake during the summer, but during the winter you can drive on it.
It's ice.
It's ice. It looks really, 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 really cool. And it's all open world multiplayer. So everyone on the road is another person, or a lot of people. Looks really cool. Looks really cool. Anywho.
Here we go. Okay. Up next, we have... Where are we at? So, Shadow of the Tomb Raider.
Looks cool.
That looks really good.
Looks like a Tomb Raider game.
Square Enix. Wow, Squaresoft? What the crap? Square Enix spent a good 16 minutes of their conference just showing gameplay of it.
And it had perhaps the most awkward moment I've ever seen in a video game ever.
Oh, no.
Where there's like this camp that you're coming down on, and Laura comes up, and there's a guy kind of off to the side, but they're all talking. Like these three guards know each other, right? Mm-hmm. And two of them walk away, and she shoots one of them, and he dies. And then the other one comes back. oh my
We
God,
got a body over here. Yeah.
It looks recent. You're like, you were here 10 seconds ago. That's Bruce.
right. Bruce is now lying dead on the ground. It's not a body. It's your friend.
It's Bruce.
Who's no longer talking to you.
Real weird. Looks good, though.
It does look good. Did you watch the trailer for it, of the gameplay?
No, I didn't.
I like the whole using the jungle, not just the jungle itself as cover, but actually blending into it. Like the way she crawled through the mud and she covered herself in mud as she was crawling through this puddle, and she instantly just starts to blend in with her surroundings. It's so cool.
It looks really good.
Looks really good.
I'm excited.
And that is coming in September of this year. Wow. Up next, Jump Force coming next year. It is a crossover of a couple of different
anime, Dragon Ball Z, and other stuff. Yeah, cool. If that's your thing, go.
It's a fighting game. Have you ever played a Dragon Ball Z game?
No,
or a Dragon Ball fighting game? Oh my God.
I remember the one that came out last year looked amazing. Like, it looked like playing a cartoon, but
I remember playing it on, was there one on GameCube?
Yeah. They were on everything.
Yeah,
it was
since like the PS2. They've always had
not my jam, but looks,
everything.
if that's your thing,
awesome.
I'm sure you'll love it.
Also, February next year, there's a couple things coming up back to back. Crackdown 3, officially pushed back, but officially given a date.
It looks so much better too.
I've not watched it yet.
I watched it last year.
Oh, they pushed it back.
I watched it last year and was like, ugh.
Well, if it looks better than it did last year, because I thought it was okay.
Yeah, it looks really good. I think it looks like a lot of fun. So
And
again, that February date.
And that's coming to Game Pass.
It is coming to Game Pass.
And Terry Crews is he in the game?
He does all the voicing for the trailer, so maybe
He's got to be in it.
I can't even
somehow.
tell anymore. I think that is just Terry Crews. I don't know.
Oh yeah, I'm looking.
I mean, it looks just like him.
And I'm looking at this trailer now from this year, and
it looks a lot better. It looks way more fluid. The animation looks better. The graphics look better. For a big game, they were like 4K. I'm like, really? It looks like maybe 1.5K, but it looks good this year. I'm excited about it now.
Yeah, and it looks like that's just straight up Terry Crews, yeah.
Mm-hmm, right, yeah.
Hopefully that doesn't get delayed again.
Yeah.
Also coming in February of next year, Metro Exodus to
also
PC,
coming on
PS...
February 22nd.
Oh, February 22nd, yeah. PC, PS4, and Xbox. Another Metro game?
Looks great,
They're great
too.
games. Yeah,
oh my
it looks
God.
real good.
I can't say too much about it besides it looks good, but the gun animation in this game is incredible. Like, I don't know if that's something you're going to notice while you're playing it, but watching a gameplay trailer of it, the gun shooting and reloading looks amazing. Absolutely amazing.
I'm looking. Oh, there's a shark.
And there's a shark.
Is that a shark?
Some sort of.
I forget that this is in some weird post-apocalyptic.
Yeah, like Siberia, Russia. Yeah,
Deep Blue Sea.
It looks good. Looks real good.
All right. Another big one. Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yeah, I'm really excited.
Wish I was more excited about it.
I'm really excited about it. I really am, and it looks gorgeous. But the thing that I've noticed in these trailers lately is the Disney part of it looks gorgeous. The Final Fantasy part of it looks kind of meh. Like, the Disney characters look incredible.
They do.
Absolutely incredible. But then all the people that are just supposed to be kind of people or supposed to be Final Fantasy kind of stuff or people from the Kingdom Hearts universe look kind of crappy. Really generic, really plasticky.
Well, I mean, have the Final Fantasy character models ever really been anything to write home about? Have they always kind of been that?
Yeah, but they almost look out of place. Like, when you put them next to each other.
That's kind of the point with having that mashup of two very different styles.
You'd think that they'd at least both look of the same quality, and they don't. The Disney models look so terrific and detailed, and the other ones just don't. They look like, I don't know, PS3 games. So I'm still super excited. Still super, super, super excited.
I tried playing the first Kingdom Hearts, and I've been going I think I've got enough time between now and when it comes out to go through all 11 of them.
Yeah, they don't.
Yeah,
they didn't age very well.
No.
Yeah.
So
even with the remasters, you are going to be able to get. This is coming out for the Xbox, so the first time this will be on the Xbox. But there is going to be a version of it for $100 that will give you 1, 2, and 3 altogether for the PS4.
I'd be okay with that.
Yeah.
So maybe I will. We Happy Few. Tell me about that. That's coming October of this year.
It's an interesting game. It's been in early access for, I'm going to say, a year and a half now.
I remember looking at this.
Longer? Or if there was a demo before that or something.
It looks
I don't
interesting. But what I've heard about it is it's kind of disjointed. It starts out with this very
hard to understand what's
Bioshocky.
going on. Yeah.
The idea is that you have. It's in a, I don't know, post-apocalyptic, post-whatever world where every day people take these happy pills.
Very much like Equilibrium.
Yeah.
Kind of.
And I don't remember what the
movie.
happy pills are called, but they make you happy. They make you whatever. And if you're not happy, there are consequences.
Right.
But the masks you see them wearing are actually, those masks make you smile, so you always look happy. But my understanding is once you get past the kind of first narrative part of it, it becomes a survival game after that. So I hear there's kind of a disjointed part between the first part of it and the second part of it. The thing I'm most interested about this game comes out October 10th of this year. Microsoft just bought this studio.
Oh, will it come to Game Pass?
Maybe. But what I'm wondering even more than that is, will this be the first game published by Microsoft that's available on the PS4?
Ooh. Interesting. Well, wait, is Cuphead available on the PS4?
That was not published by Microsoft.
Oh.
And the answer for that is no?
Yeah, and I don't think it is either.
No. This is a game I really want to be enjoyable if it's gotten polished up. Because
same.
I tried it, and it's the same way I felt about like Hello Neighbor, where it's like, what am I supposed to do? Yeah. Like, I just need please give me just a little bit of direction and show me how to do a couple things. That's all I'm asking. Because it's like a very interesting world, and could be a lot of fun. Yeah.
It looks really interesting. We'll just kind of have to see. It's got that kind of BioShock vibe. We'll see.
Yeah, that's immediately what I thought of when I saw that.
Yeah.
Coming next year, Cuphead, The Delicious Last Course. Now, is this DLC or is this a new Cuphead
It's DLC.
game? Okay.
So coming out for Xbox and Win 10. I assume it'll also come out for the Switch. So
is Cuphead on the Switch?
Isn't it?
No, I thought Cuphead was Microsoft exclusive.
Oh, I really thought it came out on the Switch.
That's why I was asking, is Cuphead on everything? Because it says all here, but it's only on Xbox and PC.
Apparently it is not coming to the Switch. I really thought it was. Anyway, so I guess it'll only be on
Xbox and PC.
There
you go.
Looks fun. There's a new character. I don't remember what her name is, but there is a new character.
Mrs. Potts?
It's actually something kind of funny.
How great of a crossover would that be if they made a Cuphead, this ultra like throwback bullet hell kind of game with Mrs. Potts?
Her name is the Legendary Chalice.
I'm sure.
Yes.
She's put the Goblet of Fire in there too. Like, take every like famous cup. I'm sure there's probably more of them.
Probably.
Oh,
the Holy Grail.
Yeah.
Like, exactly.
Oh, that could be fun. So a lot of time has passed according to the trailer for this next game.
A lot of time.
And you've gotten soft, complacent, even according to this trailer. You always knew this day would come, though. I'm just reading the trailer.
I'm not sure I did know this day would come.
Yeah, Battletoads. Who'd have thunk it?
Right? Did you play it back in the day?
Oh, yeah. On the original Nintendo, right?
Maybe the Super Nintendo. I don't remember. The game I think it's interesting because it's remembered very fondly. It was not a terrific game.
Yeah, it wasn't great.
But I'll play a new Battletoads when it comes out. No release date, no systems. It was part of the Xbox conference, so probably Xbox and PC, but I don't know if it's going to be a PS4 thing as well. So we'll see.
Yeah, it looks like it came out on the original Nintendo.
Yeah.
And it's a Rare game.
Is it really?
Or the original was published by Rare.
Interesting. This one's not being done by Rare, so.
Yeah, weird. Up next, coming in 2019 to the Xbox and PC is Session.
Or I think as everyone said during the conference, not Skate. It looks cool, though.
It's a skating game?
It's a skateboarding game.
Is it first person?
I don't think so. I think it's third person.
I hope so.
Yeah, it's third person.
Is it like from the people who did Skate?
I don't think so.
That's an EA game.
Yeah,
Skate was EA.
I think it's just a new skateboarding game. It looks amazing, and I have kind of a soft spot for weird extreme sport games like that. I love the Tony Hawk games. You've heard me talk about Amped before. I'm a big Amped fan. So
I like the SSX games.
Yeah, SSX Tricky was great.
That's one of my favorites.
Yeah, I will 100%. A lot of people were real bummed because literally it wasn't Skate 4.
Right.
But I will try it. I think skateboarding games are fun.
Skate was a lot of fun too. So.
Yeah.
Also coming to Xbox and PC this year, it's The Legend of Zelda, the Furry Edition.
Oh, God. I am so excited about this game.
So this game is called Tunic, and it is a Zelda-like kind of isometric view, but you can rotate the camera field.
I don't think so, actually.
I think it's
watching
isometric.
The trailer
and
really? Can you?
That.
I've actually played it, and I didn't remember that. So,
or maybe that's just it looks.
You may be able to.
Yeah. Anyway.
Either way.
It's real cute.
And you play as the most adorable fox in the entire world.
It's not the fox from Super Lucky's Tale, which disappointed the crap out of me.
It is such a cool game. It's published by Finji, the people that made Night in the Woods.
Okay.
And it is just fun. I played it at PAX last year, and it's kind of challenging. and you're an adorable fox. I don't know what else to say about it besides I want it right now so bad. That's enough.
That's all you need. Now, my personal favorite, I was so freaking excited because we finally got real gameplay and a little bit more to go on. Ori and the Will of the Wisps is the sequel, obviously, to 2015's Ori and the Blind Forest.
God, is that how old that game is? I just finished it. It is.
Oh, yeah, you finally finished it. Wasn't it great?
It is absolutely incredible. And this one just looks like absolutely incredible. Plus a little bit more.
Plus 2.
Yeah, God, it looks good. I love the little owl.
Oh my God. Yeah, this I need to play it on my Xbox because I want to say that the definitive edition got the 4K bump and the HDR support and all that. So I need to load that up and see how that is.
Beautiful.
But this just looks fantastic.
And the music came in. I was like, oh
yes. And I like a lot of what they're doing with. Have you played Ori at all?
I have not.
Oh, please play it.
Everyone, please play it. Please. You will love it.
You like Metroidvania platformer kind of things, right?
I like games.
He likes games
when they're good.
Okay, this is a great game, and the music is phenomenal. The introduction of some of the quote-unquote weapons.
Yeah.
Excuse me, that was a weird spit burp thing. You're welcome.
Happy birthday, Adam.
Yay, I'm old now.
Starting to spit up again.
Oh, darn. Need to take my Metamucil or whatever. Malox?
I don't know.
That's it.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do old people take?
Metamucil and Malox. My grandpa used to take alfalfa pills. I don't know what for, but
his hair go,
it literally just smelled like grass. You'd open it up, it would smell like lawn. I'm like, this is awful. Anyway.
So the new, some of the new abilities to attack, like what looks like kind of a sword or the spray shot of like a spread gun or something.
I'm just super excited about it.
It's going to be great.
Ori is like the perfect amount of difficulty. Like I was telling Adam last week, I'm like, dude, I don't know if I can beat this game. He's like, no, you can totally beat this game. You just got to like keep pushing at it. And it's literally just a matter of, okay, I got another 10 feet that time. And I got another 10 feet that time. And I got another 10 feet. Oh, hey, I'm there.
Right. It's like Super Meat Boy or it's like Celeste in that idea of that. It's not impossible. There is a way to do this.
Yeah, you just have to figure out the patterns.
Celeste in particular.
Yeah.
Celeste was one of those where I'm like, no, I know there's a way to do this. It's right in front of me.
Yep.
This, I know what I need to do. I just got to make sure I do it right.
And the funny thing is once you've done it once, it's super easy to always do it again.
Yup.
It's great.
So yay, that's coming 2019. Don't have a specific date on that. I want to say it was, did they just say 2019?
I think
early?
so.
Okay.
Yeah. Not soon enough.
Because it is literally the first was my favorite game of all time.
Yeah, I will. That's probably it. Well, I was gonna say it's probably a day went by for me, but it'll probably be a Game Pass game. So,
Awesome Adventures of Captain Spirit, PC, PS4, and Xbox coming June of this year.
Yeah, it's coming out like in like a week.
Ooh, crap!
2 weeks.
What is it?
It's set in the Life is Strange universe.
Okay.
But is not necessarily tied to those games. But it is also free. So go and grab it.
Okay.
I mean, in like 2 weeks. So it looks fun. It's kid, real imaginative. You can watch the trailer and it kind of gives you a little bit of hints as to what's going on. I think the kid's mom has died and he's living with his dad and they're having kind of those problems that that relationship would face. Looks really interesting. I've not played either of the Life of Strange games, but I hear they're both very good. So give it a go.
Now, this next one, is this seriously coming in like 2 weeks as well?
Yes.
Nier Automata Become as Gods only to Xbox?
It is because it has never been on the Xbox before. And so this is kind of the definitive edition, includes all the DLC, has, I believe, 4K updates. So this will probably be the definitive version of Nier Automata. I can't say that word.
Automata.
Thank you. If you haven't played it, it's really good.
Now, is this one with like the 11 different endings?
Yeah, 11 at least. I think there's 26 different endings.
Holy crap.
I only played 3. But it was really good. I mean, it's a really interesting thing. It has a lot to say about kind of nihilism and AI and robots and their rights and that kind of thing. It's interesting.
Also coming to PS4, Xbox, Switch, and PC on the definitive edition front, Tales of Vesperia.
Yeah.
It's one of the Tales games.
Yeah, JRPG.
And they're good. They're all good.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think I've only played a little bit of them here and there, but they've never been bad. They've never been disappointing. JRPGs, I like them, but I really, really have to love them to finish it.
Same.
I like thinking I'm going to do it, and I get 5 or 6 hours in. I'm like, well, I get it. I get it.
Same. Yeah. This one looks great too. I mean, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful graphics. The music was kind of JRPG, which isn't often my jam, but if you like the Tales games, you'll probably like this one. So,
and also feel free to throw in what your thoughts are, Dylan. We don't have to just completely railroad you.
I don't do JRPGs. I like the idea of them.
And thank you for your input.
I'll input when my input's necessary. Thank you.
The Black Desert is coming to Xbox fall of this year. We don't have a trailer.
Sounds dope.
No, Black Desert is an existing game. Oh. It is an MMO that's been out on PC for, I'm going to say, like 3 or 4 years. And this is just its first console appearance. So it looks great. If you're into MMOs, this one looks really, really, really good.
Sure ain't.
I'm not really into MMOs, Adam.
I
hate you so much right now.
I'm totally going to get back into Elder Scrolls Online. We'll talk about that in a minute.
Yeah. ID at Xbox. Go.
So there were a lot of games. It was literally, I mean, it was just like game. I do not have a list of them. Go to our website. There is 8 pages of all the games that we're looking at it right now, Adam. So don't get too weird. But
no, I know.
Yeah,
I didn't know you put all these up.
Yeah, so this is on our website right now.
Crap.
So you can actually go, as you're listening to this episode, we probably should have put that at the first. But anyway, as you're listening to this episode, you can actually be kind of following along as we do it. Look at all the videos. On page 4 is the ID at Xbox montage. Go watch it. There's a lot of awesome looking games coming to ID at Xbox and Xbox itself.
I'm going to go back now that we've talked about it. And at the front, I'm going to be like, hey, by the way, you should check out our website and follow along.
It's posted right now. So.
Okay. Rage 2.
Dang, this game looks good.
Let's talk about it.
I'm ready to rage.
I'm 100% ready to rage.
Adam.
Did either of you play the first one?
Yes.
No.
I hear it's not great.
It was a lot of fun. It's just short. I don't necessarily recommend it to people other than it was a fun game. Like it didn't do anything crazy. It was like Doom Light kind of in a different world.
Yeah. My buddy Tim just finished it and said it was good. Like the world seemed kind of empty and it's still really, really buggy even though it came out like 8 years ago.
Right. And that's why don't
7 years ago.
It's no reason to go back and play it.
No.
Just wait for the next one.
This one looks absolutely insane in a like crazy, visceral, bloody, blow people up in horrifying ways kind of way. I mean, like the game is grossly violent, but in that kind of like Doom way where you're going to be like, oh my God, I can't believe I just did that. I'm very excited about it.
Like squeals of excitement,
ripping things apart.
But I mean, I think the thing is like it makes you sound like a complete sociopath,
right?
And in real life, I'm not that person at all. I don't even eat meat. But in video game land, I'm a horrible, terrible person. I'm very excited about this game.
Yeah.
I'm great.
Yay!
I'll play it.
Yes.
The Elder Scrolls Legends is coming to PS4, Xbox, and Switch. Is this
It's a card game.
Oh, this is a card game.
It is,
okay.
Yeah. So this is the Elder Scrolls CCG.
Because there was not a lot of Elder Scrolls stuff announced, but there was some different stuff announced.
Some announced, yeah. So have you played this one, Dylan?
No.
Because you like the card games.
Yeah, it's more your thing.
I do, but I dare not try a second one.
Yeah, that's kind of smart.
It's just once you play one, that's it.
I hear this one's really good. I hear it has some really interesting lane mechanics, which doesn't mean anything to me. I've literally just heard that it has interesting lane mechanics.
I got to give it up for the trailer because it's literally like maybe 10 seconds of the actual game and then just a bunch of people standing around clicking their phones.
It really is, actually, yeah.
I'm watching this, I'm like, where's it at? Oh, 10 seconds at the beginning.
Yeah, it's been out on the PC for, I'm going to say, maybe 6 months or a year, and this is its first appearance on consoles. It's probably an amazing game on the Switch if you're into those, kind of collectible. Hearthstone's not on the Switch, is it?
I don't think so.
It may be like the first, and I don't think the Witcher one is either. Gwent. So this might,
or is that the other one?
No,
there's
Gwent.
a Fable one too, right?
Gwent is the Witcher.
Yes, there is. Yeah, there's a lot of CCGs out there. This may be like the game. If you want a CCG on your Switch, though, this might be the one to do. So, not for me.
And I was looking at this next one. I'm like, what is ESO?
Elder Scrolls Online.
It's
Wolf Hunter
bro.
and Murkmire DLC.
So
What?
2 new...
Nothing.
You said something.
No, I didn't.
Okay, fine.
Anyway, 2 new ESO expansions. In addition to their already existing Morrowind expansion, ESO is also free on Game Pass now.
Isn't there a Somerset expansion or something?
There's a... or was that Final Fantasy 14?
No.
I don't know.
There's so many expansion
yeah.
thingies happening.
ESO is really, really, really fun. If you ever wanted to play like Skyrim Online, this is the game to play. It's free on Game Pass. Fallout 4 is also free on Game Pass now.
Yeah, I saw that.
So that's pretty cool. It seems like there's one other.
Yeah, there was another big one that happened to Game Pass today, too, that I was like, what? Really? That's there, too?
Yeah.
It was Fallout 4, is Elder Scrolls Online, and...
The Division.
Yes, The Division.
The Division.
Yeah.
Which I might start replaying on my Xbox because
I want to get reintroduced to that world again and get reacclimated to it.
And I think I would like it more on my Xbox, honestly. I mean, and that was the thing when I was playing the Division and Destiny at the same time. I was playing Destiny on my Xbox and the Division on my PS4, which I just don't like as much. So it's okay.
Yep. Thanks, Cliff.
Yeah, it's all good. ESO is great. I'm going to get into playing that again very soon.
I made a character in ESO, Adam, and I didn't get any farther than that.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I played it for about 10 hours. It's fun.
It was on that super duper Steam sale or something. I bought it
sure.
for like 10
Nice.
bucks. Or
Now it's
whatever.
free on Game Pass.
On Game Pass.
It's all right. It's good. Good.
Adam.
You can't hear me staring at Dylan, but I'm doing it. All right, Doom Eternal, a brand new Doom game, is on the way to PS4, Xbox, Switch, and PC 2019, maybe?
Looks real doomy. There's not...
I'll play it.
Yeah, there wasn't much yet. I don't know. I didn't really like the last Doom, so we'll see.
What?
It was awesome.
Yeah, it wasn't for me.
How did you not?
Yeah.
Remember, he ran out of ammo.
A lot.
And just didn't.
Yeah, I got lost a lot. I don't know.
Yeah, I did get lost a lot. It's easy to get lost in those maps.
Yeah.
I didn't have that. Like, I just flew right through it. I was blowing stuff up, and I was like, I want more. That was my whole experience.
I am actually gonna, if I see it on sale, I'm gonna buy Doom again on the PC because I want to play it with God mode on, and I want to play it with like all the weapons all the time,
And mouse and keyboard.
whatever. And I think I will enjoy it more that way. So, but anyway, there's new one coming out next year.
Yeah, also Quake Champions coming to PC. There's a free trial, right now?
If you go and download it right now, I believe you can keep it forever. I think.
If you download a free trial.
Yeah.
They'll let you keep it for free.
I think I may be wrong on that, but that was kind of the impression I got. It looks terrible too. It looks absolutely awful.
That's why.
It looks like Borderland 1 characters in like an up-resed Quake 3. It looks like garbage.
I never played Quake.
Quake 3 was awesome in 1998. So
Quake 4 was kind of cool.
I don't think I ever played Quake 4. Yeah, this just looks terrible. It looks absolutely terrible.
I mean...
it's supposed to be fun. If you want a really, really, really fast-paced online shooter, this might be your jam, but it looks like garbage. So, anyway.
Well.
Poo-poo, yuck, yuck.
Also by the way, this is the Bethesda stuff.
Yeah. We crossed into Bethesda at some point.
PC, PS4, and Xbox to 2019 is Wolfenstein 2, Youngblood.
I just barely beat Wolfenstein 2, the new Colossus. And me and a couple of buddies who've all just like, because Vinny hasn't played it, but he's going to. Again, my friend Tim just finished it. We're like, oh my God, there's got to be another one. There's got to be another one. There's got to be another one. And Wolfenstein 2, the new Colossus, didn't sell very well. And so we're like, oh man, what if they don't make it? I need to know what happens next. And the answer is the new game is going to be set in the 80s, and you are not going to be playing as BJ Blazkowicz. You are going to be playing as his twin daughters in co-op if you want.
So this is a sequel.
It is.
Because it looks to me like the what was the kind of spin-off of the Uncharted game with the two female...
Lost Legacy.
Yeah, which is fantastic.
Yeah.
So it kind of looks like a spin-off kind of thing where it's not a fully fleshed out game.
It is a fully fleshed out game.
Oh, okay.
It's just the next iteration of it. It's just set. Let's see. So, New Colossus was set in, 60s? I'm going to say like the late 60s. And so this takes place 20 years later.
Yeah.
In the New Colossus, I don't want to say, your girlfriend is pregnant with your twins. And so they would be in their probably early 20s in this game.
And is she the one who gets her?
Yes, she is the one that gets her clothes blown off. Which they didn't show it in the trailer they didn't show that in the Wolfenstein trailer, but they literally showed like the scene seconds before that happens. I was like, oh hey, that's that weird part. But yeah, this game, I'm very excited about this. This game would be amazing co-op.
Now, let's talk about this next thing. It's called Wolfenstein Cyberpilot, coming to PC VR or PC and VR?
PC VR, I believe.
Okay.
So this is probably be an Oculus Vive game.
It looks kind of crappy.
It looks...
Personally speaking.
But I mean, it's a VR game too. So like VR games tend to be a little lower res. The idea is you play as a hacker who can hack. The Nazis in this game have all sorts of weird robots, like robot dogs and this giant robot cat thing with a flamethrower and these giant robots that shoot missiles. You're a hacker who can take over the Nazi like robot war machines and use them to fight the Nazis in VR.
It's an interesting idea.
It looks weird, but I love how committed to VR Bethesda is. Like, they have put out a bunch of VR games that don't make any sense, but...
Because we've got Doom.
They're still figuring it out.
Yeah,
DFR,
cool.
We've got Skyrim VR.
Kudos to them.
Yeah.
We've got this now coming.
Fallout VR. Yeah.
Fallout?
Yeah, Fallout 4 is out in VR.
What?
Yeah, it came out like maybe 6 months ago.
The whole world
Yeah.
is... What?
Yeah.
I have to go back.
Yeah.
Ooh. And I don't
weird.
even have VR. What?
Yeah.
Well, I've got PS4. Okay, well, that's cool. Fallout 76 is coming November of this year. We kind of got a little more clarity on what that's going to be.
Coming up 2 days before my birthday.
I'm very excited for it.
This might be the game I'm most excited about this year.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I'm not judging.
Maybe not. I mean, but top 3 probably. I like Fallout a lot. It's set in West Virginia, which I think is interesting. And I think the thing is I'm excited about it.
So close to the actual time where everything went to crap.
So it takes place 24 years, I think, after the first nuke strike.
Right.
So, yeah.
Because the vaults were supposed to open after 20 years, but this one opens 24 years.
Well, I think what it sounded like is that the people that were in that vault were in there as like an experiment. So this is a vault they made, and it was supposed to open 25 years later, and it did, but they were expecting to come out into a world that was fine, not a world where nuclear bombs had gone off 24 years before.
Right.
It's always online. It's multiplayer, but not like MMO multiplayer. So it kind of seems thievesy, I think, if you want to think about it that way, where it's small scale multiplayer. So you may not be running to people constantly, but there are definitely other people in this world.
Right. And everybody in this world is an actual human being.
They're saying no NPCs, which is strange to me.
That'd be weird.
Well, I don't understand how you're going to get like quests and stuff, because they do seem to imply that there's like a questing system. I don't know how you're going to get those quests.
Boy.
Yeah, maybe.
Seems fishy.
And I mean, there's obviously bad
Nuclear
guys
fish.
too. So there's still a lot of kind of unanswered questions about it, but Bethesda did a really good job of putting out like 5 or 6 different videos that show gameplay, and then they showed all those little, like, you know how they have those kind of weird old time cartoony movies?
Yeah.
They
Like
had
instructional
3
videos.
or 4 of those that kind of show how the game will work. There's still, to me, a lot of unanswered questions, especially around like griefing, because part of the game is there are nuclear missiles on the playfield that you can get and then launch at other players.
Yeah.
So
And when you F up the map with that warhead, it stays that way.
Yeah.
The world stays that way.
And so I'm very curious how that will work. But I don't know. There's a lot of questions to be answered, but everything they've said about it so far sounds very, 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 very fun. So I'm excited about it. It's probably going to be a game you're going to need friends to play with. Although you can play it single player, I guess.
Single player.
But I think it's a game that's going to be more fun with friends. So definitely excited to try that.
And that's November of this year.
Yep.
Also coming at some point this year, another VR game and mobile, The Elder Scrolls Blades.
Yeah, so this is actually like I don't want to say full, but a Skyrim-esque game that you can play on your cell phone. Where you actually like swipe to use your sword.
Like Fruit Ninja?
Kinda. I don't know. It looks really interesting. So you like poke to move forward, or you can use like on-screen joysticks. And like the mobile part looks fun. The mobile part's coming sooner, but then they're also saying they're going to release that on VR, which could be the best like Skyrim experience in VR. So looks interesting.
Yeah, I wish I was an Elder Scrolls fan.
Yeah,
I really do.
yeah. You could be. It's
Not
too
a
late.
whole lot of info about our next one.
No.
About what it is, where
Next
it's
two.
coming from.
Yeah.
It's called Starfield.
They're saying it's going to be a next generation game. So this is going to be PS5, Xbox 2X game.
Okay. We don't know anything about it, but it's there.
Except that it's sci-fi, and I think the logo is really cool.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, do you think that the same thing about Elder Scrolls 6? Do you think that's a next-gen game as well?
I think that's actually post-Starfield, to be honest.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Because another Elder Scrolls game was announced. That's it.
Todd Howard on the announce was kind of like, okay, guys, yes, it's coming. Stop asking. I think that was literally why they showed this video. We're sick of you asking. Yes, it's coming. We don't know when. We don't know where, but yes.
Mm-hmm. So, and now we're moving into the Square Enix portion, which was, in my opinion, probably the most boring thing I've ever seen.
Oh my God, it was terrible. Well,
did
you watch the Nintendo presentation?
No.
Oof.
Well, but everybody's talking about the Nintendo.
There was 25 minutes of them introducing characters in Smash Brothers.
Oh, see, yeah, that's
important though.
No, it was not.
So many characters.
I was so bored.
But it's like so if I'd have watched that, I'd have been like, wah, wah, turn it off, because that's the same thing I thought of with the Square Enix one, because I'm like, you just showed me 16 minutes of Tomb Raider.
Yeah.
I know what Tomb Raider is. It's going to be great. It's cool. I'm not even interested in Kingdom Hearts 3, and I wanted to see more of that. I'm not interested in a lot of this other crap they've got.
The Nintendo Direct was 45 minutes long, and 25 minutes of that was Smash Brothers.
Guys, get it together.
It's like overselling Coca-Cola. It's like,
right.
It's fine. It shows the logo, and we're going to buy it. Like,
anyway.
So first off, aside from the Tomb Raider experience, they introduced some DLC for Final Fantasy XIV. Was this Stormblood? I said Somerset.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, there's also going to be a Monster Hunter crossover into Final Fantasy XIV.
Well, that would make a lot of sense.
I guess.
It's
big dragon guy.
Hell yeah. But anywhere that you play Final Fantasy XIV, you're going to be able to get this DLC in summer of this year.
Yeah.
Correct? Yes. Yeah. Okay. Dragon Quest 11.
Yes.
I can math in Roman numerals. Dragon Quest 11 is coming to the PS4 and PC September of this year.
It's my anniversary. September
happy
4th.
Anniversary.
Thank
you get a Dragon
I've been married for 21 years when Dragon Quest 11 comes out.
Do you care about Dragon Quest?
Nope.
Do you care about it? You play Dragon Quest Builders.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah. Do you like the Dragon Quest mainline games?
Me.
Okay.
That'll also be the 21st anniversary of Final Fantasy VII being released.
Oh, I thought you were going to say the 21st anniversary of when they announced the remake.
Nope. Yeah, just about, though.
It's a joke.
Were you shocked they didn't show anything?
No.
Oh,
I think it's a mythical creature at this point. It's the Loch Ness Monster. It's not going to happen.
Unicorn.
It's a freaking unicorn.
You might be right. You may be right.
Wait 350 years. And we will see it.
Don't get me going. I won't be able to stop. Babylon's Fall is up next, and that's coming to PS4 and PC sometime next year.
This is the one you were thinking about, where at the end he grabs the giant sword and cuts the dude in half. This trailer is terrible.
I've not seen this trailer.
Oh, maybe this isn't the game you were thinking of.
Nope.
This trailer's dumb.
Okay.
It's like
next.
Yeah.
Game that I'm excited for, Octopath Traveler, coming to the Switch in July of this year. Demo is out currently. If you're listening to this, it went up on the 14th.
Yep.
And if you've not played the demo yet, did you play the demo?
No.
Did you play
I played the first one.
I downloaded it.
You should have played it, or should play it. It's real good.
I liked it.
I
had some problems with, I thought the voice acting was kind of terrible. And I thought it was really weird how, the voice acting would say one thing and the text would say another thing.
Yeah. It was almost like the voice acting would give you the quick overall.
Yeah.
It's like the guy in the game would say in his little text bubble, "Hey, how's your day?"
Yeah.
And then your guy would be like, "My day is really, really good. Thank you." But in the bubble, it'd be like, "My day is super great because I bought some fish today at the market and then I went on a hunting trip and then blah, 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 blah."
I thought it doesn't matter.
Yeah, either way,
whatever.
it just one was the quick synopsis of his day.
I enjoyed it. I thought it was really weird that it went from hey, this is pretty easy and kind of fun to walk around. And then you got to
oh my God.
And then the end boss just massacred me. I was like, oh.
I'm pretty sure that was that might have been just the demo kind of thing.
That could be. Yeah. The way it looks
the aesthetic is
gorgeous.
Incredible.
Yeah.
All right, and finally from Square Enix coming to PS4 and PC next year, a game called The Quiet Man.
And this looks real weird. It's a mix of full motion video and CGI.
Yeah.
So
this is the trailer I watched and I'm like, what am I watching?
Yeah, I don't even know what to say about it. It looks weird.
And I've seen game trailers and expositions before where they mix in the game with live actors and I don't like it.
Yeah, it does not look great.
Please don't do that.
We'll see.
Square Enix, if you're listening, and I know you are because you have nothing better to do, stop it. All right, let's get to some Ubisoft stuff.
Yes.
October of this year, we got a new Assassin's Creed game, Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
It looks dope.
Looks real good. And oddly enough, even though the disparity in time of the Egyptian stuff and the Greek stuff. Greek stuff, I thought, happened way after the Egyptian stuff, but this is set like almost 400 years prior to Origins.
Yeah.
So crazy.
It looks amazing.
Set in Greece. Set in Greek.
It's set in Greek. You'll have this is, I believe, the first Assassin's Creed game where you'll have the choice of protagonist. You can either play as a dude or a woman. She's buff.
I like how the farther back in time the games go,
the more progressive they get.
The more progressive they get. Like, guys, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's awesome.
Yeah.
But
we did this backwards.
But you know what? In all honesty, I want to say back in that time, I think women had way more power and were way more revered.
The patriarchy hadn't come in and stomped it down for 2,000 years yet.
Before that whole Bible thing happened.
The Reformation was not great.
Right.
Yeah.
But no, it looks really good.
It looks
like more
gorgeous.
of the Origins.
I mean, Origins is a beautiful game, and this looks even better. It's great.
Is there any sort of like mythological twist to this?
I can't tell.
I'm just wondering because they called it Odyssey, so like I'm wondering if there's any
tie into that. I honestly I had to really hurry through the Ubisoft. It was the one that I almost didn't finish. I kind of skipped through a lot of it. So
I want to say, what was it that I read? This is the first one in the series that, like, Origins had that supernatural kind of element to it where you can do some stuff in that weird afterlife place.
Oh, sure.
Where it's almost like a limbo.
It could be. I still have a game to play. I haven't finished it yet.
I want to say that this one, maybe I read it wrong, but so hashtag maybe Adam's wrong. That there is a way bigger supernatural element to this particular game.
That'd be cool. I'd love that.
Than we've seen before. I
think it'll be fun.
So
I'm excited.
Beyond Good and Evil 2 from you're excited? Yeah?
I'm hiccuping, actually.
PC, PS4, and Xbox is coming next year sometime.
Yeah.
Never played the first one.
The first one's really good. This is a prequel. The trailer looks amazing. I'm a little... there's been a lot of buzz on this game because one of the things they came out and did is they brought out Joseph Gordon-Levitt into their thing.
I love him.
Yeah, I do too. And I actually really like his show, Hit Record. And I think like Hit Record on TV and Hit Record, like the kind of YouTube-y stuff it does is really interesting. And essentially they crowdsource viral videos. And it's kind of cool, but most of their creators actually get paid. And they're doing the same thing with Beyond Good and Evil 2, where you'll be able to submit music that'll play on the radio, or you'll be able to submit posters that go up the game. Yeah, except it's not. I mean, like, conceptually, yes, it'd be really cool if you were an artist to be able to get your art in this game. But essentially what they're doing is they're, like, not hiring professionals and crowdsourcing their stuff. So they've got $50,000 that they're going to split out amongst a bunch of people to crowdsource this game. And, like, that seems to have a very dangerous precedent to set where there are people that do that professionally that you're putting out of work by crowdsourcing. Right. And it's crowdsourcing on spec too. So there's really nothing saying like, hey, we submitted this cool thing, and they couldn't go like, oh, that's real neat. We don't need to pay this guy, but we can use that in our stuff if we just take his idea.
Right.
Like spec work is bad, generally speaking. And so this seems like a very dangerous way to create a precedent where, hey, maybe big AAA studios, I mean, Ubisoft made $2 billion last year. They can pay an artist.
Yeah. True.
So, like, again, like, I get the idea, like, oh my God, how cool would it be to write a song and have it in a Ubisoft game?
But you also have to think, how cool would it be to write a song and have it in a Ubisoft game, and some guy can't pay his mortgage?
Exactly.
Go me.
So, yeah, it's not great.
Skull and Bones, another pirate game, looks great.
Holy crap, does it look great.
I feel like pirate games are going to be a thing.
Oh my gosh.
In this next generation, I feel like there's going to be way more pirate games.
The pirate battles in this game look absolutely intense. The ocean looks amazing. When's this coming out? 2019? This is
coming out 2019.
So it's a little while.
No specific date.
But golly, that game looks great. I mean, it looked great last year.
Neat.
Yeah, I'm very 50s today.
It's okay.
I don't swear in the podcast, so I have to get other adjectives. It's rough.
Golly, that looks neat.
Yeah.
Golly gee willikers.
Yeah, I'd be saying something else in real life, but it looks good. Right. It looks real good.
For Honor, Marching Fire.
Yeah, this is DLC.
Yeah, and now this is the online battle kind of game.
Yeah, it's like the weird. I don't know. I've not played it. It looks interesting. You played it, didn't you?
I haven't played it, but the starter edition is free right now.
It is free right now
on Uplay. So
And like free to keep too. So if you get it on the PC, you can keep that forever.
And it's a game I've really wanted to try since it's come out because it looked really interesting. But I think it fell flat on release because it felt overpriced, and then over time it has been better.
Yeah, it's kind of like Siege, where
I was going to say Rainbow Six, where it's kind of like they've kept, it wasn't a huge smash,
like
but
they're going to keep adding new factions with new, fighters, because there's light, medium, and heavy fighters, I think, from each thing. So you're going to have your different like samurais or whatever, and different armors with different weapons and different attacks, and it's like one-on-one.
It's like
combat.
a mesh of like a fighting game with like a large-scale battle.
Yeah.
So it looks interesting. I don't think it's my jam, but for free, hell.
Sure, why not? And that is coming in October of this year. Also October of this year, Starlink Battle for Atlas, PS4, Xbox, and Switch. Oh, look, Switch is getting some love finally.
Yeah.
Yay.
And this is interesting. Looks just kind of like a flying around spaceship shooting at things game. But if you get it on the Switch, you can play as the characters from Star Fox.
Oh, that's cool.
Which is cool.
Why is this link? There we go. Okay. Well, that's fun. And that's coming October of this year as well.
Yeah.
Trials Rising. Is this another one of the...
It is. And it looks so good.
Lord.
So the Trials games are like motorcycle racing games. I keep trying to explain Trials to people, and
Did that
you
dude
can't.
just he got hit by a wrecking ball? He just got smashed by a... Oh, my God.
Yeah, go watch the trailer for this game because it really explains what Trials is. It's very difficult. It's a lot of crashing and getting back up and trying again. This one seems to have a lot of multiplayer components, which the other ones have had, but they've not been terrific. This one looks really good. I'm very excited about it.
That looks wacky.
Yeah. Coming out February. There is also a beta for this that you can sign up for.
Oh, sweet. All right, coming only to Switch this year in just a week. Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle Donkey Kong Adventure. Some Donkey Kong DLC, and it looks real good.
Looks really good.
So it's more of the same. If you've played Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle, it's super fun. You should play it.
It'll just have a monkey in it.
A big giant monkey.
Yeah. Look good.
Coming to PC, PS4, Xbox, PSVR, and VR, which I'm assuming means Vive and Oculus, is a game called Transference.
Yeah, this is made by... Oh, crap.
Ubisoft.
Yeah, but it's made by Ubisoft, but it's made by a film company that's run by, I want to say Tobey Maguire, but that's not right. He's in Lord of the Rings.
Which character?
Daniel Radcliffe. No, that's Harry Potter.
Not Daniel Radcliffe. I think he might have been Frodo.
Elijah Wood.
Thank you. This is Elijah Wood's production company.
Okay.
And it looks interesting. Like that's all I can say about Transference is it looks interesting, and maybe it'll be great.
Oh, I remember this now.
Well, there was another game that he was in on as well, where it was this cinematic kind of like mixed reality.
No, this is this game. That's this game.
Is this the same
We saw
game?
this a while back.
Yeah, it came out at E3. It was announced at E3 last year, and it's just not out yet.
That's right. Yeah.
But yeah, it's like a mix of FMV and not FMV, and it just looks weird, frankly. But it might be that really good kind of weird. So we'll see.
That's
spooky
that's
too.
How
It looks
I talk about
spooky.
Dylan. He's weird, but he's that good kind of weird.
I say the same thing about Dylan.
Yeah. Where are you going,
He just got up
Dylan?
and left.
I know. I got to go to the bathroom too. It'll
Just
happen.
want to pause?
Yeah, we're going to take turns. Why not?
All right.
All right, let's go to The Crew 2. It's coming to PS4, PC, and Xbox in like 2 weeks.
Yeah, it comes out soon. There's a beta.
Is
You can
this a
sign up
racing
for
game?
it. Yeah, it's a racing game.
Okay, moving on.
Exactly.
Wow. Wish it got better. Last but not least, in the Ubisoft list, we've got Just Dance 2019 coming to PS4, Xbox, Switch, Xbox 360, Wii U, and... What?
I know. I don't understand.
Is that, it's one of those games that it sells.
The number of people that I've talked to that like, oh yeah, I played Just Dance on my Wii still. Like, people are into this game. I don't know why. It's not my thing, even remotely my thing.
Well, what's funny is I've been trying to watch episodes of Mom with Anna Faris and Allison Janney.
Sure.
And whatever episode I saw last night was because that show's been on for 8 seasons now, 10 seasons.
I've never heard of it, but sure.
Oh, really? It's Chuck Lorre kind of show.
I like Chuck Lorre
so
a lot.
It's canned laughter,
Yeah,
but it's
sure.
Okay.
But funny canned laughter.
Yeah. Well, this particular episode opens up with Allison Janney, who plays the mom or grandma, and her grandson playing Just Dance on a Wii.
See, it all comes together.
It's still a thing. But anyway, yeah, so if you like Just Dance, you've got a new one coming.
I guess.
Current
you
gen,
can
last
just
gen,
dance.
and even the gen before.
Exactly.
Wow.
Right? Apparently 2018 came out on the Wii too, so it's a thing.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into it. PlayStation Conference was one of the big ones.
Did you like it?
I didn't watch the actual conference, but I have watched a lot of the trailers.
The trailers are great. The conference itself I thought was really weird, like super weird.
From what I understand, a lot of the conferences were kind of weird this year, where it was just like
PlayStation almost, like, they didn't really announce much. Like, it was 4 games.
Yeah, but we finally got to see some stuff that people have been wanting to see for years.
Yeah.
Have been wanting.
Yeah, I just thought it was really weird. There was a lot of weird, like, interstitial things that, like, a dude playing banjo and a dude playing some sort of flute thing, and it was real weird.
I mean, that's what I do in between my jobs, is I play the flute.
It was just weird, but whatever. Not terrible, but a lot of it felt like they were waiting to. There was a portion where they moved them from the first section to the second section. Like, okay, we're going to go to these guys. It's like news for a while, and like, hey, just a couple minutes longer, we'll be getting there. But we're just waiting for these people to move. I'm like, all right, whatever.
So let's start it off with one of the biggest announcements, or not announcements, but reveals finally of this year. The Last of Us 2. It's going to be out sometime 2019. Wish it was sooner, but it looks incredible.
It looks really good. I'll be very interested to see how it plays, because from the trailer they showed, like, gameplay seems very scripted, but maybe that was just how I
just think that's how high quality it is.
And that's what I'm wondering. Because if they can pull off the gameplay that they show in this demo in gameplay, like, my God, that game's going to be incredible. Yeah. Absolutely incredible.
It looks really, really good.
Yeah. It looks like you mostly play as Ellie.
Well, at least this portion that we saw. So I'm wondering if that's, indicative of the game overall.
Yeah.
Because why am I blanking on the guy?
I don't know.
Joel.
Good job. Pulls that out. Yeah.
I loved Joel. Joel was great.
Yeah.
So yeah, I kind of want to know where he's at.
It looks great, though.
So, and it's cool because she's grown up. She's clearly grown up. She's good 3 years older. Well,
how old do you think she was in that game, in the first one?
I would say in the first
11,
one,
12?
was she 12?
So she's probably like 16,
10?
17 now?
Yeah. So it's been a few years.
Yeah.
So that looks great. And I'm just going to get this out of the way real quick, because there was the kissing scene between her and another girl. The animation was insane.
Absolutely incredible.
Have you seen this trailer?
No.
Watch this trailer.
I have never. We were complaining about this 2 weeks ago, that the reason, like, intimacy in games is so bad is because it looks like 2 Barbie dolls mashing into each other. I've never seen a kiss
incredible.
in any animated thing ever that looks as real as this does. It's insane.
Right. And to all the people who hate that kiss, just shut up.
Yeah, exactly.
You're stupid.
You're all stupid.
Well, you're not stupid. You're allowed to have your opinion. It can be wrong.
I'm not sure that's an opinion I'm willing to allow.
I mean, you can.
Kissing's yucky.
They can have their opinion.
Okay. I don't want to see no console hockey. Like 2 squids fighting.
Have you ever seen 2 people kiss?
He just doesn't like kissing in general. He didn't care that it was girls.
No, I don't care. Like, I just don't want to see.
2 people kissing are not squids.
Yeah.
No, I think you mean 2 Zoidbergs kissing.
No, because, like, I know this. He was my buddy in high school, and he had this girlfriend, and they were going at it, like, with the squid faces, and it was real yucky. And from that day forward,
Dylan's a
from
weird
that day
dude.
forward, Dylan never
Weird
liked
dude.
kissing.
I like it.
Also, finally, after what years now?
I guess.
Death Stranding. We finally got some gameplay video. We finally got a little more.
It's a trap.
I think so. You think it's crap?
It's a trap.
I don't know. Like, the gameplay footage was just Norman Reedus walking around.
Yeah, but at least you have an idea of at least what type of game it's going to be.
Confirmed. There's walking.
Right. But you know that it's
at least a walking simulator. Greater than or equal to a walking simulator.
Third person. It's third person. There's some stealth stuff to it. So, like, very clearly, like, the Metal Gear influences there with the stealthy crap. I really like the idea of what's with the rain in this game?
I don't know.
It's called Timefall.
Sure.
So I think that when if it speeds time up.
Could be.
I'm pretty sure that's what it
making
is.
stuff up.
I don't know.
No.
Frankly, I think that
This game's fake.
Kojima is making things up. I think this is going to be the biggest. They're going to announce 2019. They're like, oh, hey, this was actually just performance art.
Yeah. Which is fine.
This game might be incredible. This game also might be garbage.
I have a
think it's
feeling
gonna be
it's leaning
amazing.
on garbage.
I just wish they would say, like, okay, this is the kind of game it is. Like, I wish they would just say...
Why? Because you know what? Here's the thing.
I mean, they're doing a great job of building buzz.
This is the
I
game
agree.
that if they were to say, hey, pre-orders are up right now, and this really cool edition for $200 will get you blah, 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 all this stuff that you have no idea what it means. Right now, as of right now...
Well, I'm sure you
I
can
would
pre-order
buy
this
it.
game already.
I don't think you can.
I bet you can.
I'm sure you're wrong.
All right.
But at any
You
rate...
can get your money back later, too.
Right? Yeah. I guess that's a gamble I'd be willing to make because on this game, I'd be able to get my money back.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think it looks good. We'll find out more at some point, hopefully soon. Up next, Resident Evil 2. There was a lot of rumors about it happening. A full-on remake is on the way in January of 2019, coming to the PS4 exclusively.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I gotta say, PS4, PlayStation, Sony in general right now, I'm not their biggest fan. Strictly based on this whole Fortnite debacle with the Switch, and we'll talk more about that in a bit.
Ooh, yuck. Yeah.
So
I'm just...
yuck.
I don't know.
I typically don't give a crap about exclusivity. It's fine if you want to pay somebody to have that game exclusively on your console. Fine, do it. It's whatever. People have their favorites. They're going to do their thing. They'll find a way to play it if they really want to.
I think it's anti-gamer.
I think it's anti-gamer too, but if that's what you're going to do, that's what you're going to do. I'm not going to not buy your console.
Oh, 100% no.
I'm not going to not buy the games I want.
I own two
just
of them.
because, right? Yeah.
I don't know why. Resident Evil 2 looks good, though.
Yeah, it does. It looks really, really good.
I never played the first one.
Are you going to be able to walk and shoot at the same time?
Yep.
I'm pretty
Okay,
sure
good.
you can.
Yeah, it looks great. I mean,
Yeah,
it looks really
great.
good.
Some people, however, are complaining about the character models and their faces. So, because they don't look bad, they just look very, they look as though they've not been through a lot. I'm going to put it that way.
They look kind of
they look
mannequin-y.
very fresh-faced.
Waxy?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, there's that, but my takeaway from it was they look
a wax
very,
museum.
That person has never smiled or frowned in their entire life.
yeah, there's that, and they've never seen a
close
terrible
their
thing in
eyes.
their life.
Yeah.
Like, everything has been perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Maybe
They've
they are.
moisturized every day.
Maybe they're just flawless individuals.
Look at Dylan. It's just like Dylan. He's
Look
gorgeous.
at my complexion.
Yeah, beautiful. Anyway.
You're not wrong.
Yeah, it could be good.
So yeah, it should be good. It's coming January next year. Also, Ghost of Tsushima 2019. That's all we've got on that. It's going to be a PS4 exclusive. This
Sounds
is
delicious.
from, who is this from?
I don't know.
Yeah, that one.
It looks sword fighty and cool, though.
Yeah. Isn't this the wow, isn't this like the Witcher ninja thing?
Oh, no. This is this one that's done by, crap. I don't know. It looks
can't
cool,
remember. I
but I
could be
can't.
wrong.
Yeah. That was not our
Oh,
best.
yeah, and I totally clicked on the wrong trailer. So anyway, let's get to the next one. Spider-Man. It is coming in September onto the PS4.
Oh, Ghost is,
exclusively.
that one's done by Sucker Punch.
Sucker Punch.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like an infamous set in feudal Japan.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
There you go.
People have been talking about it and wanting it, and it's actually happening.
We're
That's a
back
cool idea.
on track.
Yeah. Sucker Punch is local.
Yes, they are.
Yes, did they get bought by Microsoft?
Not yet.
Okay. Just checking.
Give them time.
Because they do a lot of PS4 exclusive
They do.
stuff. So,
Yeah.
Spider-Man from Insomniac is coming to the PS4 September this year. It looks real good.
It looks great.
Real
I
good.
had a lot of reservations last year, and the only reservation I have about it now is I watch them playing it.
Is it
and-
more quick-timey crap?
No, there appears to be very little of that. I didn't really see much at all. The only thing I can see is like there's a lot of like web slinging where I can just picture me going like sling, sling, miss. Okay, restart. Sling, sling, miss. Sling, 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 miss. Someone who plays it that is really good at it, it looks fluid and it looks awesome. So what I'm hoping is that
You'll be good
someone
at
who's
it.
not good at it can also play it and look awesome. But it looks really good. I'm very excited about that.
I'm good with it. Do you want to try and pronounce the next one?
I do not.
That one.
Good enough.
Deracine. It's coming, Deracine, I think.
Sure.
It's coming to the PSVR some point this year. It is from, who's the developer on
I
this?
don't know.
It's from the Bloodborne developer.
Oh, is it? Oh,
Yeah,
from
yeah.
Soft?
That's
Next.
the one. Anyway, it's kind of a walking sim experience thing where you play as this girl summoned to some boarding school, and you have to prove its existence. And connect with
it's mysterious.
Unnecessary difficulty.
Maybe. I don't think so. It looks very...
That's what I'm saying. Unnecessary difficulty.
Okay. You're probably right. Up next, Neo 2 is coming to the PS4 in 2019. That's all we know about that.
Looks good. Yep. I mean...
Did you play the first one?
I did not.
You play... I thought somebody we know played the first one.
Nope.
Oh, okay. I hear it's good. That's my in-depth analysis. Control is coming to the PC, PS4, and Xbox in 2019. What is it?
It actually looks kind of like some of the other... It's not a Sucker Punch game, but it kind of reminded me of them. A lot of like...
Oh, yeah, I saw this trailer.
Yeah.
Yep, into it.
Yeah, it definitely looks cool. There's not a lot of detail about it so far. It's a next year release.
Some of this gameplay looks very.
This is the one from the developers of Quantum Break.
Yeah,
the folks that did Max Payne and stuff too. And from what I've heard, it actually plays a lot like Quantum Break, but it looks really cool. I think it's interesting though that it's a PS4 exclusive. When Quantum Break was actually a Microsoft exclusive.
This is not a PS4 exclusive. This is PC, PS4, and Xbox.
Ignore me.
Yeah, I try to.
Thank you.
There's too many games to keep track of.
God, right?
Mistakes are inevitable.
This list is literally like we're going to go over 100 games by the time we're done.
We're almost there.
We're almost there.
All right. Finally, on the PS4 Sony front, Trover Saves the Universe. It's coming to PS4, PSVR. We have no idea when it's coming, but it's going to be here.
It's by the people that make...
Oh, well, that's weird looking, and I don't like it.
It looks terrible. It doesn't look funny either. I don't think it's the Rick and Morty people. I think it's the...
Yeah, I think that is Rick and Morty.
Is it?
Just based on the font that they use alone.
Oh, it is the Rick and Morty people. Yeah. And the Rick and Morty people, like that game developer actually also made, I think, the job simulator and the vacation simulator games.
Yeah.
This game doesn't look good.
It creeps me out.
It doesn't. It just not even creeps me out. I watched it. I'm like, it just looks dumb. So, but maybe it'll be great. Who knows? People love their other games. So, and people love Rick and Morty. So,
good for them.
Yeah.
All right, we are done with PlayStation. Finally, that brings us to Nintendo and the Switch, and lots coming. So I don't know why, right? That was a really good switch click. I don't know why Nintendo stock, first of all, went down after their E3 Direct.
Maybe it was because it was 25 minutes of Smash Bros.
I don't know. It went down, and you even said that it was kind of boring because of the Smash Bros. Thing. And if that's the case, I agree.
Yeah.
I didn't see it, so I don't know.
Yeah.
But based on this list of stuff,
it's good. I mean, there's a lot of good stuff coming out.
First, let's talk about Daemon X Machina. That's coming in 2019.
It's a mech game. Looks really cool. If you like mech games. It is. I agree.
Daemon X. I see what they did there.
It's good.
It looks really good. Animation and the art looks real good, too, for being on the Switch.
Especially on the Switch.
Wow.
Yep, agreed.
Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Is this some more DLC coming?
No, because that is already out, actually, isn't it? Yes, this is Xenoblade Chronicles 2 Torna, the Golden Country.
Yeah, this paid DLC is launching on September 14th of this year.
Yay!
So we'll be able to get that if you've got Xenoblade Chronicles 2.
Do you own Xenoblade?
I don't.
Yeah, it looks okay.
I hear it's like 250 hours of just all kind of stuff.
That's not me.
Yeah. Also, I didn't realize this because I didn't pay a lot of attention to what came out of here, just what I'm seeing right now. Super Mario Party is coming to the Switch October this year.
It looks fun.
Exciting.
Yeah. I'm really excited about this.
I think this is what the Switch was meant for with all the Joy-Cons. How many? Can you connect 4 Joy-Cons at once?
I think yes. I think.
You can do even more?
It might be up to 8.
Or is it like, I think it's 8.
Is it?
I think
it's 8.
This looks awesome, though. You can actually put 2 Switches next to each other, and they'll like talk to each other, and so you can play across 2 screens. It's very. I mean, it's Mario Party. It's just a crap ton of awesome, fun-looking mini games, and I am hyped for this. It looks really fun. Real cool.
And I will tell you right now, just watching these guys play with their Joy-Cons, my mom for my birthday got me these really cool little grips to plug your Joy-Con into. Cool. We should put that on Facebook or on our website or something. I will link to it. I don't care. I will give them the support because they're great. It's $12 for the pair. You pop your Joy-Con in and it holds and handles like almost like a regular controller.
We used them this weekend at an event we were at, and it made all the difference.
Even though some kids,
some kids are dumb.
Some kids, okay, here's the thing about kids.
They're dumb.
They're dumb.
Most of them.
Your kids are dumb.
I'm sorry. I know a lot of people listening probably have kids, but I'm sure at some point you've gone, wow, my kid is really dumb.
I do it all the time.
It's fine.
I was a dumb kid once.
I was a dumb kid.
I probably wasn't, actually.
But I learned how to hold a controller.
Right.
And if you've got a controller that's got actual handles and buttons in certain places, you don't try and hold it the other way.
No.
Stop it.
No.
Just
Yeah.
stop it.
Yep.
You're killing me,
It's not
Smalls.
working.
I don't understand why it's working. Well, you keep pressing the screen capture button.
Oh my God.
How many screen captures or video recordings did you have on your Switch? Have you looked at the album?
My favorite thing,
Look, I had
I could
60
just
of them.
watch across them and just go like, oh, they just did it.
Yep.
Oh, they just did it. Okay, so to drive, you press the X button.
Okay, that's the screen capture
I'm like,
button,
no,
right?
that's a plus button. No, not the plus button. Oh, okay.
Kids.
Anyway.
Not everybody gets a trophy. Okay.
I like to think back to my days when I was like a young video gamer, right?
Just
I
went
don't
off on
think
kids.
my fingers were that wild.
I mean,
like,
on the flip side, there was only 2 buttons. So,
right.
yeah.
But there's only that many buttons on the...
No, there's like 4.
Okay.
Plus the little weird screen capture thing and the X and the minus. Like, they're a little trickier than
When
you
I
think.
take your
but-
thumb and say push this button here, don't move your thumb to the button that I told
But-
you not to push.
Also true.
But let's also think of how you play Mario Kart.
True.
You hold
Yeah.
the accelerate button and then you steer.
That's true. Yeah.
There's not a lot of tapping going on that
I
your
even
finger
turned
should
on
be
the auto
flailing.
accelerate, so
Yeah.
it goes on its own.
Wait, really?
Yes, you
I
don't
noticed
even
that,
have to
yeah.
accelerate. I'm like, just use this button. No, okay, you're a dumb
Yeah,
kid.
whatever.
Anyway, I'm back. We're done. Sorry about that.
Fork knife.
All right. So Fortnite is out on the Switch as of now. I downloaded it yesterday, which means I have it on the Switch. I have it on my phone. I have it on PC, and I have it on my PS4.
Nice.
And I'm pretty sure I downloaded it to my Xbox. I just haven't played it there.
Very nice.
So it's free.
Yeah, this
I
was
don't feel bad.
announced Tuesday and has already been downloaded 2 million times.
That's insane.
And there was no like previous like rumor of it. Was there rumor
No,
of this?
just
no,
dropped.
It's just
Yeah.
That's
So
wild.
let's talk
Couple things to talk about. So do you want to talk about the PlayStation thing first?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so the thing with this is PlayStation has it blocked to where you cannot bring over your content that you have purchased or won or cosmetic stuff or anything at all if you've done it on your PS4. You can't take that to the Switch,
Nope.
right? If you log in with your EA account or your is it EA?
No.
Epic account.
Or Epic account. If you log in with your Epic account, which you can log in with it on your Xbox, you can log on it with your PC and your Switch. All your stuff should be there.
Yeah.
Is there?
except your PS4 stuff.
Oh, really? Except
No,
oh,
that's what I'm asking.
Right.
Is that
Yeah.
I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
So
And those all play together, too. You can play Switch versus Xbox,
yeah.
Switch
Well, now
versus
that's
mobile.
the thing. If you log in on your Xbox, do you have your PS4 stuff there? Is that
No.
still
Yes.
completely
Oh, you
logged out?
do.
Well, that's what I
Yes.
thought. Which is
I believe.
I-
I believe your progress is across everything now,
except the Switch.
except for Switch. Maybe.
Yeah,
or
Switch.
PS4. I don't
Switch is across everything
But
PS4.
PS4.
know. Right.
And this is a Sony problem.
This is a Sony problem. Yeah, this is straight up. This is the first time where I finally I get, walling off that garden, keeping things, in your own backyard. Fine, if that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. You're a dick about it,
Yeah.
but that's what you
Yeah.
get to do that.
You make that
Now,
decision.
This is a free to play game.
Yeah.
That it really,
Yeah.
and the account that's linked with it is not even a Sony or a PlayStation
A lot of
account.
people are
It's
having a lot of
third party.
problems too, even just getting it to work. Like, it's associated with my PS4. I can't log in on my Switch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They have to create brand new everything.
It's really dumb.
What do you think about that?
It's gonna make me really frustrated because I'll go download it and I'll try, and if it gives me problems, I'm gonna be so mad.
Yeah.
Not that I'm probably gonna play it on my Switch, but
I think it's a fun, I don't know.
I don't know. It might be fun to lay in bed with the handheld. I don't
Exactly.
know. Like, I don't know.
The only other thing that I've been reading is evidently it plays, but it doesn't necessarily play all that well on the Switch, which I still find funny because it's a better processor and a better system than on your phone, and it runs pretty great on your
Yeah,
phone.
probably have to push a higher resolution though. Maybe.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I think most phones are a higher resolution than the
The
Switch.
Switch. But it may step them down.
Yeah, it
you may
might.
not be playing at full resolution on the phone.
Yeah.
I'm sure they'll work it out.
Yeah, but what's really cool about this is that they have audio chat, voice chat built in to the game itself. You
Yeah.
don't need the connector. You don't need the extra squid adapter thing to do that
Which is
voice
really
chat
cool.
through Fortnite. So, and I wonder if that might be eating up some of the resources within the game to that are causing some of those stutterings
Yeah.
and stumbling blocks.
Yeah.
So it's entirely possible.
Perfect. We're almost done.
Yeah, almost. Killer Queen Black. I'm sorry, I skipped one. Overcooked 2. That's why I skipped it, because it's called
Let's
Overcooked.
go.
Overcooked is coming in August. Anybody? Next
August
year.
7th.
I'm curious what they're like.
August 7th.
Oh, I think that's
next
actually
year.
this year, I think.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that's this
Get
year.
it together,
Sorry, man.
Cliff.
I had to, this is a big list to make, yo.
I mean, is it though?
It was.
So Overcooked 2, you like it?
I love that. I thought it was awesome.
I love
it.
I'm curious to see what they can
cook some more.
Like what else they could cook
I saw cooking on a hot air balloon. And I believe that there's actually
I'm down.
Like you'll actually be able to, like there'll be levels where you actually switch kitchens in the middle, which is kind of interesting.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah.
So, anyway,
I am not excited.
Like,
it's okay.
I don't care.
Yeah. What if you play it with me?
I'll probably kill you.
I think we all need to play it.
Okay, I'll play it with you guys.
Okay.
I don't have to live with you, so it might be better.
Right, that's what I'm saying. It's like the stakes are less high. They're still high because I expect a lot from you.
Some people even might say the stakes are low.
As Chef Adam. Or medium rare.
Oh, wow.
Did you get it? Steaks?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Medium rare?
Yeah. That's bad.
Did you get it, Adam?
Anyway, Killer Queen Black.
So everybody was hoping to see a new Joust game.
Right? This is just Joust, right? I'm not wrong.
Oh, okay. No. So this is this is the game that I saw when I was in San Francisco in January, and they have got this game set up. It's 5v5. And they've got these two giant screens, and you literally have 10 people around this one machine playing this game.
Okay, so it's 10-player Joust, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I've seen this, and it is an absolute riot. This is coming to Switch.
Oh, this is that game.
This is so good.
They had it at
They have it at PAX?
No. I would
is
remember
this the game that
10-player
I
Joust.
played at Ground Zero in Portland?
I was not there with you, but sure.
Yes.
Okay.
This game is going to be fun. This is perfect for the Switch. I'd imagine that this game, because of the amount of people that have to play it, if it's a true 5v5 game on this version, that mechanic where we saw the two Switches going together for Mario Party, I imagine that's how this is going to be set up.
That could be, yeah.
Or it could even be like an online version where 5 of you are here and 5 of you are somewhere else in the world.
Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I just saw that it was like Joust,
cool.
and I was very strange, but whatever.
Yeah, this game is fun.
Cool.
Killer Queen Black, that's coming sometime this year. Keep an eye out for it. All right. And up next, it's available now. I don't know what this is, but it's called Hollow Knight, and it's on the Switch.
Hollow Knight is a game that has been out for a long time on PC. It's, I believe, a roguelike.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be really fun. I have not tried it yet.
And it's free?
No.
Oh, why did I say it's free? I mean, it's out now.
It is out now.
It's free into the shop.
Yeah.
All right. Finally, Octopath Traveler.
We talked about that before.
Talked about that. That, again, demo is out as of when you're listening to this. Came out actually yesterday. And the game itself is coming a month from today, which is my birthday.
Yay!
June 13th. July 13th is when it comes out. June 13th is my birthday.
Today's your birthday.
Yeah. And my mom's birthday is July 14th.
Oh, nice.
So, yay. All right. And finally, what is this? Starlink?
We just have this is
Didn't
literally.
we talk about that?
Yeah, we talked about it. It's the Star Fox one. Literally Nintendo in the middle of the direct just was like, here's 20 games that are coming out. We're going to flash 3 seconds of gameplay for everyone in a release date.
Oh,
so you can just read these.
Yeah. So this link for Starlink or whatever is actually, we haven't even talked about it.
We didn't talk about Starlink.
I thought
we talked about Starfield.
Oh.
Yeah,
not the same game.
But this link...
You were telling me about this because this was the Star Fox thing, right?
Oh, sure.
Yeah, but what's interesting about the link that you put for the trailer for Starlink is actually the trailer for a game we've not even talked about.
Oh.
Super Smash Bros.
Oh, yeah, well. Starlink is I think we did talk about that one. I think it's the one with... Is that not the one with Star Fox in it? I don't know.
We didn't talk about that yet. You told me... You were talking to me.
Oh, no, we talked about it a minute ago. It was part of the Ubisoft conference.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Anyway, looks fine.
No?
Yeah.
Was it?
I don't know. All we know is there's some games coming out.
Yeah.
That's what I hear.
Yeah.
All right, let's run through these really quick, and then we'll end with that thing that I didn't even see it at the end. So Arena of Valor is a game.
It's a MOBA. It's tappity one.
The most played game in the world.
Yeah.
Is it the most played game in the world or the most played MOBA?
By far.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Because it's a mobile game.
Yeah.
But
it was over in China.
Right.
So their population is much larger than
Josh in our Discord plays it, I think.
Right.
And
I think I downloaded it to try it, and it was actually...
It works. It plays
it's fun.
very,
yeah.
very well.
High Jump, that streamer you met in Portland.
I've seen
him play it a couple times.
Vainglory mostly, though, right?
Oh, that's Vainglory. You're right. I was getting the two confused.
But I did download
I tried playing that. This is way better.
Yeah. Either way.
A game that is out now. It looks like a lot of fun. It's called Sushi Striker.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a $60 game for me, but it is $60.
Yeah, we have a video of all these too. They just really didn't show much of them.
It sounds
honestly.
like Fruit Ninja with sushi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what I want it to be.
Yeah.
I wish it was.
Yeah.
Snail Games USA, that sounds really slow.
Coming out in fall.
Hi, Al. Dragon Ball Fighter Z 2018. We got the video online.
Dragon fighting.
It's not. No, it's the Dragon Ball characters fighting game.
Oh, okay.
How do you not know Dragon Ball Z?
Passingly, it's like some sort of anime thing.
Yeah. They're fighting games. They're some of the most fun fighting games you'll ever play.
No fighting games are fun.
They are, because they're not like the other fighting games that are really hard. They take and they some of them let you fly across the map and thrust your opponent straight into the dirt and smash craters.
Yeah, it's
it's way cooler than every other fighting game. It's actually enjoyable, and you're not just getting your butt
fun.
All right.
Slappity slapped.
I trust y'all.
Splatoon 2 Octo expansion.
Coming out soon.
It's so great that they're still supporting that game the way they are.
Yep.
And I think they've actually moved from, just here's some free crap, here's some free crap, here's some free crap to, hey, we gave you a year and a half's worth of free crap. Now we're going to ask for some money.
I think it's
Can
fair.
you buy this? It'd be nice.
Yeah.
Our stock went down. Captain Toad Treasure Tracker, a Wii U port, which I think is great. It's a fun game. Did you ever play it?
No.
Super fun.
And that's
really,
Toad
really cool.
from the Mario universe, right?
Yeah.
Perfect.
I want to say that in what game is it? It started off the treasure tracker portion of the game.
Oh, sure. Yeah, I don't know.
It was a portion of the game, and they fleshed it out into a full-on.
Right.
I want to say it was Super Mario 3D World.
Yes.
On the 3DS.
So.
Very cool.
Because there was Super Mario 3D Land on the Wii U.
Yeah.
Or no, the other way
I think
around.
It was.
Either
Yes.
way.
Yes.
It was in one of those.
But yes.
In some game.
That era, because those both were kind of at the same time, right?
Cool.
I can't wait to say this. Well, not this. That's coming. Anyway, Crash Insane Trilogy. That's coming to Switch. Thank you.
June 29.
Yay! I'm gonna buy it on the Switch.
Yeah,
that's what I'm gonna get.
I hear it's hard, but yeah,
it's the Crash games.
Yeah.
Yay! This is the one I can't wait to say. Ninjala.
it is fun.
Is this a game?
Yeah, apparently.
That you played?
No.
Oh.
No. Like I said, each one of these got 3 seconds of airtime.
Cool.
So, yeah. Spring 2019.
Carcassonne.
Yeah, I guess.
Carcassonne. Carcassonne?
Yeah.
I'm going with Carcassonne.
Winter this year.
Carcassonne.
It's a board game.
Oh, is that what it is?
Probably the same thing then.
Yeah,
actually, no. This one did look very board gamey. It looks interesting. Yeah.
Huh. Okay. Ark.
Yeah.
Is that the survival game?
Yeah, the Ark, the dinosaur.
Now people can wreck your stuff on the Switch.
Sweet.
Hey.
Wasteland 2 is coming out fall of this year or next year.
Yeah, and Wasteland is actually pretty cool. I wish I could remember what the history of this is, but the Wasteland games were what the original Fallout people, I think, went on to make after Fallout 2. But I might be making that up. So take that where you will.
Right.
I know my friend Hans is super into this game, so if I was just wrong, he will yell at me tomorrow.
Cool. Out now is a game called Paladins.
Yeah, that's a hero shooter, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Looks pretty neat.
Yeah.
And hero shooter is like Overwatch, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. That's a new genre for me.
There you go.
I downloaded it as soon as I found out that it was available, and it's called Fallout Shelter.
And it's out now.
I know. I love it. And it's so fun. I don't know why I'm not into those games where you have to make sure people are happy and you have to build this and you have to do that. For whatever reason,
Fallout Shelter hits it for you.
Fallout Shelter does it.
It's also free.
It is. I mean, don't get me wrong. I threw $20 their way to get 40 of these lunchbox things that whatever. But I have gotten so much enjoyment out of this game over the last, year and a half?
Oh, you played it on your phone
Yeah,
first.
I played it on my phone
sure.
as well. And I had a banging Shelter going on, and I couldn't transfer it over.
Place is popping.
Yeah, seriously, it was popping off. But I've seriously probably 40 hours worth of enjoyment out of that game, so I figured $20 is completely worth it.
Very cool.
So I'm not doing it again.
No.
Maybe. Dark Souls Remastered. Because you want to take your hate and frustration on the go? Bring it onto the Switch. That's coming out summer of this year.
I think that's the worst system to play on because you can really throw the whole thing. I just don't break a controller. I break my whole Switch.
Like some of those stupid little children throwing our controllers. I'm like, you just threw a $45 controller that I have to buy in a pair.
You're
that's
a terrible
$90.
human.
There were some crappy
Terrible
kids.
little
There's some
miniature
great
human.
kids, but there were some crappy
My favorite
ones.
was yelling at that one kid.
Oh, that kid was
Okay, you need to
terrible.
go. You need to go now.
Yep.
He was just screaming. Like, he was just screaming.
Oh, the kid I'm talking about? He
Yeah.
threw the controller down.
Well, before, though, that was the screaming kid.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
he was just screaming
What was
for
that noise?
no reason.
We need to stop yelling about kids.
Oh, my God.
We're really good with kids. We love
It was
kids.
literally one kid
I
the
have a
whole
kid.
time.
You have a kid.
He's great.
Like, there was a couple
That's your
knuckleheads, but there was only one problem kid. Like,
Yeah. And that's we got to say, out of 4,500 people through
literally
the door that
one
night,
kid.
one child. SNK
with no parent present.
heroin. Why am I having a hard time saying
Heroines.
Heroines Tag Team Frenzy.
Because every time I see the word heroines, and even though I know it's a female hero,
You just think multiple
You're
drugs.
just thinking about the heroines.
why are people doing drugs?
Okay, don't do drugs.
SNK Heroines Tag
drugs are
Team
bad.
Frenzy is coming to the Switch in September. SNK Neo Geo stuff.
Yep.
Fun. Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate is coming to the Switch August 28th.
This is when you're playing on the DS, right?
Yeah, so Monster Hunter Generations is one of the last Monster Hunter games to come out on the 3DS. And if you're unfamiliar with the franchise, well, I don't know where you are because this one came out called Monster Hunter World.
It's pretty big.
Really big. But Monster Hunter has been Capcom's #1 selling game series for
A while.
like the last decade. And there's 100+2 games of these. So this is just the ultimate version of Generations from the 3DS. And this includes an expansion and some other stuff that has previously come out in Japan. Like this game is already out in Japan. But yeah, so we're getting that August of this year. Wolfenstein 2, The New Colossus. Yay. That's the end of this
Can't
month.
imagine that on the Switch, but
Well,
sure.
we'll find out. The World Ends With You. It's coming fall of this year. I don't know what that is.
I looked at it. It looked interesting. Cool. But like I said, there's just not a lot about these unless you really want to dig in and research them.
Right. Mega Man 11 is October 2nd of this year. I'm excited for it.
Same.
Yeah, people are liking... After initially looking at it, people are like, what are you doing? But sitting down and playing it, they're like, oh, okay, this feels like a Mega Man game. So
I love
that's
Mega
good.
Man, Adam.
I know you do. Thank you for your insight. I feel like we're closer now. Mario Tennis Aces. Did either of you download the demo for this and play it about?
Nope.
Play a bit?
No. I know.
Adam totally just threw a Mountain Dew bottle at
An empty one. I snuck
Kobe.
it your way.
That was good. That was real good.
Yeah, it's fun, and it's a lot like playing a fighting game on a tennis court.
I love it.
It's cool.
I
All
was
right.
telling you, the first one was awesome.
I don't remember the first one.
Mario Tennis 64.
Oh, yeah, I don't remember.
Nope.
I don't know if there was another one after that.
All right, let's talk about that thing. We should talk about each character they introduced.
Oh, God.
Super Smash Brothers Ultimate.
I don't know. It went on
Is that
forever.
what it is?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, Smash Bros. Ultimate is coming October? Sorry.
No, December 7th.
Oh, it's December. Wow.
I honestly don't need to see anything about this game. I'm going to buy it on the first day it comes out, and it will be great.
I need to I'm glad Dylan's buying it because I need to play it because after watching, I'm so just like meh.
If you don't like fighting games, you are not going to like this.
Yeah,
game.
Not necessarily because it's way more accessible than other
I've
fighting
played games like Smash Bros. There's a PC one called, I want to say, like Valhalla that I've played. I've played a couple of other, and they're fun. But I've never played any of them long enough to be like anything but just super button mashy about it. And this one looks like there's a lot of strategy behind it stuff. But
There is a lot of strategy to
who
these
you
games.
pick versus, I don't know. There's 115 million characters to choose in this one. So I guess that's great.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, literally every character that's ever been in a Smash Bros.
is
game
in this game. Except apparently Waluigi. So
Has he ever been in a Smash
I don't know.
Bros. game?
I'm not sure, but
I don't
there's
think he
some
has.
there's some big controversy on the internet that Waluigi wasn't in it. So whatever.
I don't care.
Yeah, like I said, it looks. I'm sure it's great. If you're into Smash Brothers, this is probably going to be your jam. But I'm not, and it's not. So anyway, that is E3.
There you go. I really got to pee.
I think we should just wrap this up then.
Yeah. So we're going to attempt to do another podcast this week. We're going to attempt.
We'll see.
No promises.
No.
But
There's other stuff to talk about.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
That was the E3 cast.
E3 cast.
We'll see.
Cast E3?
Yeah.
Sure.
Anyway.
Cool. Yeah. If you have any questions about any of this, also, like we said, if you missed it at the beginning, because I'm going to go back and say it, and then somewhere in the middle we mentioned it, all this is on our website. You can go to bitemepodcast.com. That's BYTE me podcast.com. And All these videos are there. Also, we started a Patreon.
We did.
We're making money.
We are,
what?
actually. It's
For what? We don't know.
well, I don't know. We might get tattoos. We're talking about it.
That's our first, that's my first
on our
goal.
butt?
No, it will not be on my butt.
We should each get a letter, BMP, Bite Me Podcast, on our butt cheek.
I don't think I want to.
I don't know if I want to expose my butt to a tattoo artist.
I just don't think I want a tattoo on my butt. But
or
either
anyone
way,
touching my butt.
Well, there goes my plans for the night.
No, well, anyway, I don't know if we actually will get Bite Me tattoos, but
yes,
but maybe.
So, how can they find our Patreon?
If you go to patreon.com/bite me, well, let's see, is it Bite Me or is it Bite Me Podcast?
Either way, we could probably link it to our website.
It is on our website. So if you're on our website, you can, there's a little banner that says become a patron, and you can go there.
Sweet.
It is, I don't know, it gives me big, huge URLs. I think it's Bite Me Podcast. But you can join. We have a bunch of different levels. You can be a booster. You can be a listener for $1 a month. That'll actually get you access to these podcasts early. So we're finishing recording. Adam's going to do his magic, and then he'll pass that file over to me. I'll push it up today. So you get the podcast a couple hours early. You actually get a custom RSS feed. So it'll actually even show up in like your iTunes
cool.
immediately. So we have a booster level. You'll get some stickers, and you'll get access to that. Plus, we'll let you know when we're doing a Rocket League tournament. There's Booster Plus, which gets you any special episode we do. So we do interviews. We do that. You'll get access to those a week early, plus everything below it. And then we do have a producer level, which if you're a producer, we will thank you every single episode. You get all the stickers. You get all the other stuff. And next time we do a call-in episode, you are reserved to be in there. Also, if you're in our Discord, all of these levels give you fun little colored names in our Discord.
So it's pretty fun.
That's really cool.
Should we thank our producers right now? We have two of them.
We've got two of them now,
we
don't
do.
we?
So
Okay.
our first one is our first ever was actually Kevin. I don't actually know how to say Kevin's last name. Schold, I guess.
I'm going with Schold.
Yeah, I think it's Schold. Kevin Schold is a good friend of all of ours. He's in our
Great guy, a lot
Discord
of fun to
every
play
day.
with.
I play video games with him almost every weekend. He was our very first producer. He is a great guy,
Love that guy.
and I like him a lot. And then Joe Cole Jr., Joe Coleslaw. So he is our second producer. So we've got two now. You guys are both awesome.
Thank you.
This money really is just, it'll go to make this podcast better. It's going to go to prizes. It's going to do giveaways. It's going to let us buy more stickers.
Right.
We're not going to get rich off this.
I mean, maybe one day we will.
Maybe one day.
We might just if what we need to do is we need to be friends with like the girls on My Favorite Murder and be like, hey, we do this podcast because every time they mention one of their, they're like, oh, this person showed up at a live show and they do this podcast. Literally every time that person's podcast in whatever country they might be in or whatever, or even here, jumps to number one.
Perfect. Let's
They
do that.
always do.
Perfect.
So
Give them a call.
I should have been like, hey, girls.
This is just,
Whose podcast is that?
yeah.
It's what?
Who
It's My Favorite Murder.
Yeah.
With
Like
Karen
who-
Kilgariff and Georgia Hardstark.
Yeah, it's a good show. But anyways, this will just be money that we use to make our podcast better.
Yeah.
Buy stuff we need, buy games to give away.
Yeah.
It'll be fun.
The occasional, trip to Vegas. Whatever.
Yeah, whatever. We'll go to lunch.
So yeah. Hey, maybe that could be our first goal for this first year is we want to make enough money to send us to E3 next year so we can do some live
something
on the
like
ground
that.
I would
coverage.
love to be able to do that kind of stuff.
Okay,
So, yeah.
Open up avenues for new content. That is our goal.
Oh, look at you and your smartness.
God, that was like marketing speak. I
So
love it.
good.
And get Bite Me tattoos.
Yes. All right. Thank you, guys. I got to go to the bathroom. Also, it's my birthday. So I'm going to go home and get fancy for dinner.
Perfect.
Find us online, Bite Me Podcast, BYTE Me, podcast.com/humble, because we are a Humble Bundle partner.
Yes,
So that's
we are.
another way we're trying to raise money for us and some really, really great nonprofits and charities. Do that. And Facebook, Twitter, places online, bitemepodcast.com. Do it. Love you guys. Thank you.
See ya.
Bye.
What?
Bite me.